It's the Jobbers Tears podcast.
An amazing yet, well, I feel like it's going to be an interesting episode of the Jobbers Tears podcast. As always, I am Janelle from HR, here with Sir Wilkins and Mr. Black. I feel like Xavier Woods, like when he has guests come on his show, everyone gets like a nickname. So we have our very own first fan / friend, family member of the Jobbers Tears podcast.
Shout out to Iz.
With us this evening, I'm gonna let you. What do you want to be called? Like, I know who you are.
JJ Hacksaw.
Hacksaw J Duggan. Not JJ Hacksaw. That's the Instagram stuff. Yeah,
No, you know we keep doing JJ Hacksaw.
JJ Hacksaw.
JJ Hacksaw.
You could just said JJ.
No, JJ Hacksaw. That's what we're doing.
No, that's official. No.
JJ Hacksaw. JJ Hacksaw in the building.
You see what I do?
JJ Hacksaw. That's
JJ. That just sounds weird.
JJH. Let me go about that.
JJ.
No,
Nah, I feel
I
like
don't
Triple
want
H.
the
Like,
horn.
what the fuck?
You ran the horn already. It's JJ Hacksaw.
Yeah.
Right.
Take the name, B.
All right, so
Pause.
we have.
I did not know you had that many tattoos.
Nah, that's late. It's not even.
That's not a lot.
It's
I don't
enough.
have any.
I don't have any.
I don't have any.
Anyway, so we have our special guest, JJ Hacksaw. I feel like, what the fuck? Like, that's so weird.
JJ Hacksaw.
That's so weird. But he's going to join us for this, our second episode of season 3 of the Jobbers Tears podcast. Are we going to do this every month? Like, what are we doing?
Every month we'll pull a friend of the show.
So every month in 2019, like we told you guys, we're going to always do something bigger and better this year. So every month we're going to pull one of our good friends of the podcast to actually join us, to give us their ideas, give us some feedback, talk about some wrestling. So don't feel bad if you have not been on here yet. We got 12 more months to go.
They'll be alright.
It's just, this one beat everybody to the punch. It's okay. But I do want to thank everyone that is watching on the live feed. If you are watching, as always, tell a friend to subscribe to the Jobbers Tears podcast YouTube page, where we do have some new content on there. We have a few new interviews on our YouTube page by Mr. Black himself. Do you want to give the folks some little minor details of what they can catch on our YouTube page now?
We got the Ace Andrews interview. We got the 5-tool player, Anthony Bowen. We also got Sir Wilkins NXT review. Daily is going to be up weekly. We might move to the IGTV yet, but I don't know. But we got a lot of stuff in the works. We got the Leon Black show coming real soon.
What?
So check that out.
Oh, that's interesting.
Ringers is working out here, B. Ringers working out here, B.
Okay. So.
No one.
Say that to the camera.
Huh?
Say that to the camera.
Niggas eating out here, B.
Not
Everybody
serious.
Matter of fact,
Everybody eats.
Don't get him hyped.
everyone eats, B. Everybody gonna eat, B. If I see you slacking, yo, I don't bang with you,
Don't
son.
see.
Yo,
Now you're on the wrong side because you're gonna hype him up.
no, you have to understand. No,
He's gonna be the
no.
bass to your ditty.
No.
This whole episode.
No. You have to understand. If you don't bang with the Jobbers Tears, you're gangsters. Alright? Yo, when we taking over this, we taking over. So y'all
I'm
niggas
not
better
gonna
act on
argue.
this from now.
I will be the last person to argue with you on that. Before we do get into our opening segment, I want to remind everyone, right? Like, just me on the sidelines, like, okay.
Eating out here, bitch. Shout out to my son Iz.
Hey,
He
Iz.
gonna be eating out here good. I see you out here, dogs.
I mean, Izzy versus JJ Hacksaw for Jobbers Tears Mania weekend. I mean, I'm all for it. Because
smoke.
y'all be talking real spicy
He
in
don't
our
wanna
group
smoke.
chat.
He does not want to.
Speaking of smoke, y'all niggas was dick riding and said like he was the next coming off like camera out
What
here.
are you
B.
talking about?
Y'all was really dick riding. Oh my gosh, he's
He said Sid was the next coming to Cameron. That was good. That was good.
So, like, what?
No, because Sid had that Harlem preacher outfit on.
Can't make killer season.
Look. You. Focus camera on me. Look, I'm like to make this real known, B. Yo, listen.
See the phone?
I'm not easily impressed
Never
by
drag
any
my
gimmick.
back.
They might be impressed by it, but I ain't
Brother,
that.
shut
I'm not. I'm getting to the point with you, B. I'm gonna find you. You're gonna say yes. Like I said before, you be in the shower, sleeping with your girl, about to get some pussy. I'm gonna be there, B, until I get my damn answer, B. Yeah, you understand? Yo, Sid, I am coming for you. Alright?
Oh.
This is personal, my nigga. This is really personal. So you better look over your shoulders twice, cause I'm coming for
Well,
you.
you taller
like the
than him,
boogeyman, nigga.
to be fair.
I got something for you. Job Slam 3, me versus Sid. Book it. Let's start the show.
All right, well, actually, before we do start the show.
Damn. What a great intro.
Yeah, please. Talk about it. Those that are in the New York City area this Friday, BCW's Queen of the North show is this Friday, so come out, support not only the promotion, but also your girl's gonna be on commentary for the very first time. It is scared as fuck, but it's gonna happen. We're gonna have a good time. The boys at BCW, I wanna also thank you guys as always.
BCW.
For giving me the opportunity. So Job of Tears podcast will be there live and in color in person. Come say hi. Don't be afraid. And then also
Can we get autographs?
What?
Can we get autographs? Like,
Can you give autographs?
can we get autographs?
You can. I mean, if you want. I mean, I don't. But the boys can. It's fine. And before we do start, we do like to let everyone know that we have posted a Royal Rumble viewing party flyer. So there is a special contest that we have going on for the next week and a half. Every person that reposts that flyer will be entered into a random drawing where you will be able to replace me and be Janelle from HR for one episode. It's kind of like a money in the bank, so you'll be able to cash in to be the host of the Job of Tears podcast anytime, anywhere. I mean, if you don't live in New York, if you want to fly here and host, by all means. But
Next name bus ride.
All bus ride. Thank you. So by all means, you guys, if you see the flyer, please repost it. Every repost and you tag the Job of Tears podcast, you will enter to win that position of replacing good old me, and you will be able to host an episode of the Job of Tears podcast. So we want everybody to participate. It'll be a great way for if you have never, been on camera or talk about wrestling and you want to talk about it with the boys, you'll have an opportunity to do so. So.
Hold on. Before we interrupt, we have another future contest. So Wilkins Biscuit Challenge. All right? And this is a triple threat winner. You get the honor to be a guest on the show. That's one. Number two, get the limited edition Elite Jobber Tears t-shirt, the gold edition. Number two, you get bragging rights to say that you beat Sir Wilkins. The triple threat crown winner, the first ever biscuit champion.
This sounds
He's already lost.
ratchet.
That's not the story.
All right, so let's start off with our opening segment behind Gorilla's position. So our OMG moment of this week, if you have not watched Raw, we will get to talk about an actual decent Raw. They have revealed the WWE Women's Tag Team.
Soulja Boy interview today?
What Soulja Boy interview? I didn't watch it. What about him? What do he do now?
Draco,
my son Draco, son.
Out here doing big things.
What, Soulja Boy?
Yo, we can't front. Soulja Boy's a legend.
Yo, he's a legend. Like, my son was the first ever. Yo,
niggas is hating. Niggas is hating on Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy's a legend.
So the next question.
He young though. He young.
Definitely not that young.
How old is he? 26, B.
See, he young, son. He young.
Yo, he was the first.
Soulja Boy was my era. How the fuck am I?
First of all, Soulja Boy was the first one to
nothing.
sell who make bread off of ringtones.
Right.
Everybody had cranked that. He was the first
Not
one
everybody.
to. No, he was the first.
Cause you young.
Yeah, you young.
You couldn't have it for.
You know about LimeWire.
He didn't know about LimeWire. He didn't know about that.
Okay.
He young boy. He a young boy.
Spotify.
So
Spotify.
And iTunes.
iTunes.
First of all, I know about LimeWire, Frostwire. Don't
From the internet memes?
From the when it was still broadband. I know dial-up. That's 06 type MySpace days.
Anyway,
I'll talk
because you
about-
guys interrupted my
Soulja
OMG
Boy.
moment, what the fuck about Soulja Boy?
Soulja Boy out here trying to get respect on his name.
Respect, yeah.
Who cares? Like,
Nigga, we care. Soulja Boy's a legend. Put respect on Soulja Boy's
so he
name.
went on the
What's your favorite
Breakfast
Soulja Boy
Club.
song?
Crank that.
That's the
Average. You're not a fan.
Oh, no, kiss me through the phone. Oh!
Like my son Young Sammy. Oh my gosh. Yo. Young
Wait,
Sammy.
now I will say
Pretty Boy
that song, like everyone had to actually dial, like you dialed that number just to see what the fuck that was about. Like everyone had to do that. But
Soldier Girl.
I'm still
Won't you be my
confused.
soldier girl? Saying you with the light skinned boy in the video.
Confused on what the fuck he said on the
He had a
Breakfast
Breakfast
Club.
Club interview. He was talking mad shit about Drake.
Yeah,
He said he said he put Drake on.
He put Drake on.
He fathered Drake.
He made Kanye. He gave
Okay,
Kanye
no,
styles,
he
other shit.
He
Yeah.
did.
Like,
I mean, it's obviously he's high as fuck and he's on drugs, but it's okay. Soulja Boy's a legend.
I don't even think that he gonna run with that.
Legend is
It's
a
his
bit of a
gimmick. He was
stretch.
gonna run with it because you saw how he was talking regular, and then when they started asking him certain questions, he got hyped.
He's Tekashi, like he was Tekashi for Tekashi, but he was smarter.
He was milking the Breakfast Club in
Yeah,
He was, but he's still a legend.
Okay, Legend's a stretch.
That's legend.
No, he's a legend.
Right.
Yo, he was the first one to make money on
I would say-
he showed everybody how to do the
cool.
game.
I mean, it's one thing to be innovative and be and use your whatever.
He was the first
your
rapper
fame
that was on
for
Instagram. Like, he was the first rapper that was really on social
platform.
media.
It's fine.
He's like the Hurricane Helms of rapping, man. He's a legend.
You're right. He is.
I mean-
that's a great analogy. Hurricane
I
Helms
just
a
feel
rapper.
like Hurricane Helms
Been
is
around
a
for
little
so
bit
long
better.
and ain't done shit. Anyway.
What?
Oh.
There we go.
Why you a hater? You don't come on this show and listen.
Wait, you don't like Hurricane though?
What the fuck has he done?
What?
I'm not saying I don't like him.
First of all, the whole time when
The
he was back and
disrespect!
forth with your guy.
Exactly.
Who's this guy? Who's this guy?
He lost your guy.
I mean, granted, he beat
There's
it.
many guys I have.
The Rock.
Of course, Rock is God.
Rock is God.
That's another.
See, there you
That's
go.
another.
That's just a
A whole different episode.
Hold on.
And exactly, what did The Rock do? He made Hurricane.
It doesn't
Right,
matter.
bro.
It doesn't. But he took the style and ran with it. He took the style and ran with it. B.
It takes
He
two
did
to
nothing
tango.
after that.
What are you talking about? He doesn't break kayfabe.
Tag team with Rosie. That was
No, it doesn't matter.
They got a title.
That was before.
They had a title.
It doesn't matter though.
They
Let me
had
tell
a
you
title.
what, son. Yo, Hurricane. And he lost
It doesn't matter. A title's a title.
Exactly.
It goes on the
A
books.
W is a W.
Then he got taken out.
Another
He had
underrated
defended
legend
by himself.
Shark Boy. Oh, my son with the fin like this,
His theme
son.
song was
No,
fire.
that
That
shit.
was my shit.
Nah. We're not talking about Sharp. We're talking
I
about
don't know,
D-Lo.
'cause I'm very-
D-Lo's an underrated legend.
Of course.
Definitely.
The double
D-Lo.
champion.
Double champion.
Oh, my God.
The double.
Oh, my God.
He a legend.
Exactly.
Soulja Boy is a legend. D-Lo Brown's a legend. Soulja Boy is D-Lo Brown.
D-Lo Brown is King.
We talk about legends.
This is where we draw the line.
D-Lo Brown, Soulja Boy, go to that same conversation. And I'm throwing Hurricane Helms in there.
Facts.
That's another legend that hasn't disrespectful.
they're bracketed.
All right,
Reach
so
their full
since
potential,
now
that's fine.
we've wasted 10 minutes of my time, we're going to go back to our regular scheduled
Time
programming
is of the essence.
because we sit here talking about fucking Soulja Boy like he matters. Like, are you going
Nah,
to
we
go?
start talking about
Is
D-Lo.
Soulja Boy going to go on tour? You going to buy a ticket?
I think I might.
To hear fucking 2 songs?
So what?
Nigga, Kiss Me Through the Phone's a fire-ass song.
Nigga,
I might bring a shorty there. You know.
I can play that shit right now.
I want views.
That's what you do?
I want views, all right?
That's what you do?
That is what I do.
That's-
Ask about me, nigga.
Wild.
I don't actually.
That's a wild boy right
I
there.
could, but I'm not.
They blowing
Anyway.
me
Yo, this is some
kisses.
guy on here. Every time, like, this guy right here. Like, every time action right here, above Jones and Bell. Every time,
Hey,
every time I put a poll up,
And
back.
pause. Do you see your boy wearing your shirt?
Behind the
He
barricade.
promoting the brand. If you guys haven't already, follow Behind the Barricade. They are live on Sundays on Facebook Live.
I like the dude. I like him. I like him a lot, but he never, like, he always say no every time. If Raw was going SmackDown, he's like, yo, did she like anything, B? I like him.
Okay, so what guy were you talking about?
Yeah. Like, every time I put a poll up, he always disagree on, like, SmackDown.
No, we didn't forget the chicken. No, we're
Niggas ain't eating your
good.
nasty
We're not
cinnamon
eating
chicken,
that
son.
I'm gonna bring it next week.
That's good. I'll try not to be
Cinnamon
here.
chicken.
Yeah, he makes cinnamon chicken. He sprinkles cinnamon on his chicken.
People are asking about it.
They are asking about it.
Not here. Not me eating.
Niggas ain't eating your
not
but
happening.
like we said, to close the segment off, Soulja Boy's a legend. With Hurricane Helms, D-Lo Brown, those are
They
legends.
did table for 3.
I
table
will
for
say
three.
the underdog of wrestling. I can give
Flex
you that.
bomb.
Guys who didn't reach their potential.
I'm throwing him back.
No, D-Lo reaches
That'll be the
potential.
headline.
Well, don't disrespect D-Lo like that. You see his new T-shirt?
Oh, man.
It looks like the UPS colors.
That's mad old.
Is that copyright infringement?
That shirt is old as hell.
So what? Fire.
I fire. He's still wearing it. I think it's new.
Every time he had WrestleCon, they got online. That's another story. Anyway, you can,
But that's why I sent the information so they
I
could
took a
go.
picture of him out of pity, and then my picture got fucked up. So
Oh,
I
you,
had to pick
don't
it.
disrespect them.
It was sad.
Don't disrespect
Side
him.
note, so
Don't
John-
disrespect D-Lo Brown.
So if you guys, and we're gonna get into the OMG moment, but For those that are planning to come to New York for WrestleMania weekend or week, WrestleCon has already posted all, like, majority of people that you can meet and you can greet at the New York Hilton Midtown here in New York City. And yeah, so I sent them the picture because I snapshot D'Lo Brown to them because I was like, well, that'd be a great time for them to meet because they always talking about him. But then I also saw Coachman and I was like, yo, I'm about to
They got
dead.
the Coachman.
Yo, but I'm dead about to try to go meet Coachman because I dead ass want to sign
Yo,
him.
no disrespect, Coach, man.
I'm trying to put Coach onto the podcast.
No disrespect, Coach, son.
To meet him.
Coach is another legend.
Are you kidding me?
That's a legend.
You know, he was out here being a commentator for XFL.
Coach
Yo,
one
that
of
is
the worst
true, though.
announcers ever.
Yo, shut up. Whoa. You shut your mouth.
The best
You
thing
shut
Coach,
your mouth.
The best thing Coach did was his heel run, and even that was average. But
Who is this guy?
Well,
Like, why are you? Like, who made you?
No.
his mom.
my mom, my dad, Monica and John.
Monica and
Shout out to Monica
Hey,
and
Jenna
John.
Leo replied, my mom and dad made me. That's what Leo will say too.
But if you guys go on WrestleCon.com, you can see all the people like Trish, Lita's
I don't
on
care for none of
there,
them.
Ric Flair.
No,
I gotta be Trish, so that was
Who else?
the best one.
Y'all penny pinch. Y'all want to get whack niggas, so y'all gotta spend that much bread to meet him. Y'all slick. I like that game.
But I don't want to meet Trish though.
Yeah, I
Trish
don't
never did
want
anything for her. If China was there still alive, I definitely want to meet
Yeah,
China.
definitely. Hold on, let me pull up what I.
Hold up.
Hold on, because we just gonna
What if
talk.
they had like a model of China? Like, what is that? What is that?
No, not the same.
No, it's not the
Not the
same.
same.
Not the
Why the
same.
fuck would they? Who would
You
do
don't have
that?
to pay to do that.
No, hold on. You would really fuck her like a blow up doll, wouldn't you?
He probably already has.
You probably would. So the fact that you just said that, you
Shane
would.
Helms. Shane Helms will be there.
Of course, another legend. You got two pictures. Oh my God, it might explode. The picture might explode. 'Cause you have too
JJ
much legend.
Dillon.
Okay.
I'm fucking Lex Luger. No, I'm not paying for that.
I'll be your here.
You can do Bible scriptures together.
Fuck that. No, fuck that guy.
You still in a wheelchair?
You said you're gonna read Bible scriptures with Lex Luger?
I don't know how the fuck this nigga outlives everyone. Mean Gene,
Damn.
Piper. I don't understand this shit.
Why would you put that out there?
Why younger than though? I mean,
That is another.
those are the same exact age.
But he was out here drugging it up.
He got God, B.
And yes, okay.
God put that hand on him.
God,
Him and
God.
Ted DiBiase sharing blessings.
Jacqueline. I think I would pay
Oh,
for
now I'm
her.
definitely seeing
I
Jacqueline.
definitely think I would pay for her. Ric Flair, Mick Foley, Kevin Nash, DDP,
no.
Lita, Trish, Brett, RVD, Bob
We
Backlund.
could smoke together.
Facts.
Oh.
I think some of the boys when we were in New Orleans spoke with them. Let's see who else. A lot of
Shout my
indie
son
guys.
Lindsay. Okay.
Oh, Sharp Boy.
What?
Yeah. Sharp Boy's on there. Joey Ryan.
You gonna grab his penis?
Chucky T. What?
You gonna grab Joey Ryan's penis?
You
I
thought
probably
about
would.
it. You thought about it.
Probably would.
You nasty nigga.
Cole Cabana.
I like Cole. yeah.
LAX will be there.
Oh,
Oh, the guy we was talking about that just signed the All Elite, MJF. The one with the scarf that you was talking
Who
about.
else?
The scarf.
we can be LAX again.
Scarf. Let's see who else. Brian Cage.
I want to meet him.
Scarlett, the chick from TNA, everyone loves.
She found the shit. Video.
Shane Douglas.
What's her name's wife is gonna be there too. Johnny
Sandman.
Impact wife.
Todd, whoever the Todd.
Yeah, her. The both of them are gonna be
Both of them
there.
gonna be there.
Word.
Emma, Summer Rae,
God damn, Summer
Candice
Rae.
Michelle, Ricky
Summer Rae looks
Steamboat,
completely different now.
Already? She only been going for like 2 years.
Melina,
No, she looks mad
Beautiful
different.
People, yeah, Coachman, JT Sick Roberts, James
You
Ellsworth,
know they're gonna add the main people like towards Coach
Ron
and stuff like that.
Simmons,
Word? Oh my God.
D-Lo, and Godfather.
I need a picture of all three of them.
Yeah.
Like on some nation domination. Like yo, what up?
Facts.
Yeah, we'll throw the
We got
fist
one of all the Java chairs.
We all got one job
Yeah.
with gold shirts. Like yo,
Facts.
I need to take this picture.
I don't know, yeah, you gotta, when they do that, Val Venus, Buff Bagwell, Gail Kim,
Buff Bagwell does escort service now.
Yeah, no, for a while.
Vegas.
For a while.
That
For a
sound
while.
about Buck Bagwell would do.
Vicky Guerrero. This nigga just lost his whole shit.
Yo, Vicky, bring those empanadas, mommy. Bring those empanadas,
So that's just,
mommy.
a preview. And once again,
She don't even like
WrestleCon.
Spanish women.
But it's Vicky though, B.
Wait, you don't like Spanish women?
I never said I don't like Spanish, but just like I never had one
Never been
before.
one? Okay.
Like they never gave me a chance, so I sent to my black queen.
Yo, go where you love, B. Yo, go where you love, B.
From another devil. I mean,
Well, I'm the opposite though.
That's not
Very
wrong
much
with it,
the
but they are the
opposite.
devil though.
Black girls don't like me.
Black girls don't like you?
Nah.
Really?
Yeah, no, not really.
I kind of feel a little bad. Like,
They
damn.
love me. All the black girls
Black
love
girls.
me. They love me.
They don't. They think black girls think he's just a little too much.
Till I left Philly. Till I left New York. I wasn't really.
They do think I'm too much. But
I don't think my queens would appreciate if I did like a Spanish woman. Like they might really hate me. I know you just sell out black. I knew that. You was pro black.
Minority just like us.
Yeah, I'm
just like us.
Confused on
shit.
why
It
they
depends
would
though. They can't be like a Spaniard
from Spain.
They can't be because
Well, that's a different.
like
That's white, my nigga.
That's
Yeah,
white.
that's like-
But like they have to be like they could be like Emma Rose color, like you know like white. They look white, but they have black features. So I think that
Kim
She bought
Kardashian.
that.
no. Emma Rose is all natural,
Yeah.
baby.
It was all natural.
It's all natural, yeah. So I think that how that I can only go to Spanish black, which like Daya from like Orange and Black. Oh man, that's my fantasy right there, B. You know Daya from Orange and Black, the Spanish one.
I know. I don't watch it.
She's Dominican, that's why.
Exactly. And
Them niggas are basically black.
Exactly.
They be front like they not, but they black.
No.
Some of them.
Dominican. I play like a full nigga, right? You can't tell me.
They be
You Dominican?
Yeah.
So see?
Can't you? There's features that you can see. You can tell. I could. But that's because I'm half Spanish, so.
I ain't speaking no Spanish.
Do you speak Spanish?
I know Spanish, not I don't speak it.
Like every typical
Is
New
your
York
baby mom
person-
Spanish?
Huh?
Your baby mom Spanish?
Some of it.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
just-
What is
Why would I tell everybody I got a fucking baby mom? That nigga's the worst, yo.
Well, welcome to the
Cop
show.
blocking on motherfucker. Anyway.
Welcome to the show.
show.
Welcome to the show.
They do it to each other all the time.
Everybody business out here.
Yeah,
That's fine.
Everybody knows
she,
everything.
she mixing mad, like Portuguese, Puerto Rican.
She's Spanish.
Black.
Spanish.
Nah, she black too. Her mom's is black. I think her pops is Spanish or mixed with some shit.
Oh, okay.
You about to have a big baby.
So she gonna have some mocha babies?
Mocha baby, that's it.
It's singular.
Like Saran and Sarat. It's over. That shit is done.
Okay. Does she speak Spanish to you sometimes? Does she whisper in your ear?
She act like a nigga.
Take this dick, nigga.
It's funny he said that. We was drunk one night and we was fucking, and she started saying some wild shit. She's like, drill the shit out of me. She said,
Yo, maybe sometimes girls say some shit like, yo, what did you just say?
Exactly, like, yo,
I got a story, right? Some girl I know, whatever, right? Like, I think that she kind of cheated on her girlfriend with me. I didn't know that, so, hey.
She kind of cheated on her girlfriend with you?
I found out
cheated on her girlfriend.
So she was a bisexual.
So she was, yeah.
She was, I think that how they should try to figure it out, but she was kind of rough, right? So I was just like, all right, cool.
She was rough in what way?
Oh, let me finish.
Like throwing you around and shit?
So like next thing you know, she came to the crib, whatever. I guess she used to be the dominant one. I'm looking like I'm trying to chill in the bed watching, What Happened to Monday. Remember that movie on Netflix?
Yeah, Netflix. Yeah.
Fire, B. I'm trying to watch that,
Like a concern about a movie.
Yes.
Whoa! Netflix and chill is Netflix and chill. There's a legit Netflix.
Yes.
Oh, it's gay. Not gay.
No, you're gay.
No, I'm trying to watch this movie.
You saw what happened to Monday, right?
Yes.
Is that movie fire?
It's just a fire show.
Okay, all right. So you're watching.
Touching my beef. Next thing you know, what to another.
Touching your beef?
Whoa.
Can I finish my story, y'all?
Yes.
The next thing you know, let me finish.
dying.
Next thing you know, then after that, Shorty is touching my beef. I was like, whatever. Next thing you know, it led to something, it wanted to lead to something else. She said, I swear out of her mouth, she said that, yo, you trying to smash my nigga? Wow.
She said you trying to smash my nigga? Yeah, that's too rough. I'm walking out. Nah, you don't say that to me.
If a girl rolled up to you and you actually
No, nigga, we not.
and she turned over to you and said, so you trying to smash?
No, that's a turn off. That's too aggressive, son.
That is mad aggressive.
That's mad aggressive,
A
son.
girl turn over to you and says, yo, you
smash?
trying to smash?
She's trying to be funny than you.
No, yeah, but she said, if she dead ass serious, you trying to smash my nigga? That's
Says
wild.
that to you, what are you gonna
You
do?
gonna fuck.
I've been waiting this whole time.
No, that's wild.
I mean, let me finish. Don't get me wrong. Let me finish. She's like, trying to smash my nigga? I was just like, yeah. The next thing you know, she said, my nigga, I got condoms in my bag. Go get it, my nigga.
That's aggressive.
That's very okay. That is aggressive.
No, that's too.
That's very upfront.
No, use different verbiage, B. You like you sound way
What do
too.
you want her to say?
You sound like a Harlem drug dealer.
I mean, where she was from?
Listen,
She's like from listen, I can't say.
she from Far Rock?
I'm not saying.
Yo, she was a Far Rock hoe. She was a Far Rock.
say Far Rock?
Far Rock is mad aggressive.
Yeah, super aggressive. So what happens when you only got one train to go in and out? Pause.
Literally one train. I went to school with
What?
I,
Yeah.
like I went to school with
A-train,
everyone in
that's it.
Far Rockaway. I swear. I went to August Martin. So everybody there's from Far Rockaway. Oh, that's my cousin. That's my sister. Like, yo, did they just have sex with each other's family in Far Rockaway? Like, Far Rock is literally like you like in another world, B. It's like Staten Island for Queens. Nobody goes there. There's no YMCA. There's no movies out there. Why am I going out there for?
They're trying to build it up though.
You're trying to.
Trying
But
to
Sandy,
keyword, but it's because of the
Sandy,
beach.
yeah, Sandy. It's hard because Sandy and Far Rock is still trying to rebuild for like I think they kind
Yo,
of.
I've only been out there once. Oh my
I've never been out there.
I've only been out there
Where?
twice.
Far Rockaway. And I'm not trying to go out there. There's no reason for me to go out there.
I've been out
Yeah,
there a
unless
couple
you
of times.
smashing somebody.
I'm not smashing anything.
RP stack bundles, you know.
R.P. Chinks.
I'm not trying to
that.
smash anything. You keep your mouth
Stacks
shut.
is better than Chinks.
I don't have
Oh,
to.
that's debatable.
Wait a minute. This dude said, "Shout out to Long Live J. Dot. I'm gonna smash ruthless aggression." What?
What in the blue hell?
Who is he talking about?
I don't know.
What? Oh, wait, that's James. Wait, what did he say?
Long live J-Dot's gonna smash.
I'm a smash root. Okay. James. Tiffany's James.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Now that makes, okay. I was
I have
like,
a question. Like, how long did y'all watch Netflix for? Y'all watched the whole
The whole movie, yes.
the whole movie.
Because I want to watch this.
Man,
Yo,
So you should watch it on your own time.
watch.
what's the point of me coming over?
That's like you watching a movie you really want to watch right before you go to bed. You're gonna fall asleep.
No.
Yes.
I can fuck after.
What's happening?
You fucked during the movie, like he said, let's fuck with it.
No, because I don't feel like watching it back.
I don't why
Then why would you put a movie that you want to watch? That doesn't make sense.
because I invited you over.
We're
I have
definitely watching.
popcorn
Listen, we're
and I
definitely
have
watching some
juice.
shit that guess what? In the event shit pop up, I don't want to. I'm not gonna be mad if I miss this.
All right, fine. No.
You're right. That's not how we move. That's not how we move.
How about this?
We enjoy movies.
Exactly. How about this? Boom. Next thing you know, like, Shorty comes over, and next thing you know, I'm trying to go, no, nigga, I'm trying to watch the movie. You look dumb that way. So instead of you assuming about to get some cut.
Nah. On some real shit.
You're gonna get so cutty, but
You can't assume that.
But I mean,
But I
nine times
understand what you're saying because it be that 20% when that chick that comes over because she legitimately just wants to watch. She
Well,
just,
chill, right?
So this is why
that's
you
why
don't
you gotta. So listen, that's why you gotta have a movie that, in the event you got a regular bitch that don't want to smash, y'all both watch this movie. In the event you get a bitch that want to fuck, you gonna put on a movie that you not gonna be mad if you miss shit.
The trick is.
So you give a bitch option, like listen,
If the
option
girl-
A. If it's some
listen.
shit y'all both already watched before and you want to watch it again,
But here's the
y'all
thing.
gonna smash.
No,
Like that's just gonna be something.
Here's the trick. If you don't know, if you, like you think the show is kind of flaky, you put on a series. So then, just in case you missed the episode, you just go back. It's easy just to go back
Well,
that
TV
way.
shows actually works a little better if you plan on smashing, because then you
No.
can't go back.
No. You see?
Continue watching.
It's
listen,
always
I like to watch the network.
See, I got
I like to watch the network. The last time I did that, I legit tried to watch the whole batch.
You turned on the network
Did you
to smash?
get through it? I mean, that works.
What?
No, but the person liked wrestling.
That
though.
actually works.
Okay, see, that works. That's different.
Well, actually, I mean, it works, period.
That one
You
chick I deal with.
You be in a certain position. Next thing you know, you see Shawn Michaels win the championship in the Elimination Chamber. You bust a nut. Y'all win it together. It feel like y'all got the championship together.
Nah,
I don't
kinda
think
gay,
so.
Like, you're hard the whole time there's a match going on. Anyway,
Yo, you are on. Yes.
So
It's weird.
It's not gay to watch the network, bro. But look, can we start the
No,
show?
it's not gay to watch the network. I mean,
when your dick is hard, it's gay.
No, it's not.
well, no, if you're if you're with a female.
You know what he said?
If you're with a female that's watching the network with you, clearly the bitch is the reason why you hard,
You know what
not
he
you
said?
on the
Y'all
TV.
forget in season 2, he said that he was watching Pain and Phil and his dick got hard. So he had to stop watching it to beat his
Wait,
sleep.
what part?
Nigga, what?
Nigga, Dex.
Oh, the part where
What
where
part?
Cameron was fucking that girl on the camera. But it was like only 2 seconds, so I see how he got his dick hard.
It was mad niggas in that scene talking about it.
Who's worse?
That shit was more funny than anything. This nigga,
I told this nigga's big gay, son.
wild.
This nigga's big gay freaky.
throw that ass back.
Now you see the difference? He said it's gay.
wild.
It's gay to watch wrestling in your dick hard. My
Wait, so
nigga,
we're not watching wrestling.
you're not watching. You look at the girl titties.
Wait, so what match was you watching?
Like, you know,
I think it was
I
Takeover.
don't think you gonna remember the match.
No, it was the last episode of NXT. So it was like a week before, so I missed it, so I wanted to watch it
So you wanted to watch it? Did you complete watching it?
for the most part.
That's a no. All right, so now we're gonna actually really try to
No,
get back.
because I've been feeling guilty though, because like I was trying to.
Trying to get the views.
Hey, what?
Nigga,
Be looking at me like, yo, so what are we doing here? Like, cause I legit be trying to watch it. And then, like,
That's never my intention.
like sex is like number 3 on my list of importance in life. So I be like, yo, I'll be trying to do shit, and then I get yelled at. Like, so I just saw you some text. So what do you mean we're not having sex? So I get yelled at sometimes in multiple relationships.
well,
Well, it's a relationship, so it's different. Fuck all that. Once you're in a relationship with a chick,
I'm trying to
you
say
won't
sometimes
wait.
like I really do want to watch the movie though. I don't care how many times I see Paid in Full. I want to see it through the whole movie.
Yeah, I can always watch Paid.
Like I have to see it through the whole
Paid in
movie.
full, paid in full.
that's how I feel about Selena.
Selena too.
Selena, that's how.
Yo, oh my God, moment of the week, son.
Now y'all want to have an actual show.
This is a wrestling podcast, right? Okay.
It was. I mean, there was a little bit of everything. But all right, back to our OMG moment of this week is it was the revealing of the WWE Women's Tag Team belts. Why are you laughing?
Somebody said lies. That's
Lies.
Who said lies?
Jen.
Dun, 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 dun.
The plot thickens, literally.
Yo, can we watch? Can we finish the show? Yo, can we start the show?
And that's
son?
all, folks, for this week.
Right. We'll catch us next week. No. My question to you, gentlemen, is what are your thoughts? So, if anyone doesn't know that, in about a month's time,
4 weeks.
WWE
Let
will
me see,
have.
it's gonna be in Fastlane?
No, it's Chamber then Fastlane.
Oh, they switched it.
Yeah.
something like
Well,
that.
I feel like
You
because Fastlane is like the
Oh, Fastlane to WrestleMania.
Right.
Yeah, you right.
Shit is dumb, though,
JJ Hacksaw.
You know, I'll be trying.
This is Jaquan. Anyway, wait, was he the first World Rumble winner? Am I tripping? Okay, I have a fun fact. It was weird.
I'm jumping the barricade and gonna hop in the Rumble, but anyway, that's another story. Go ahead, finish.
Don't do that because then you're not gonna have nobody to bail you out.
I'm gonna get speared before I even think about getting over the barricade.
Anyway, so once again, in about 4 weeks' time, WWE Elimination Chamber will happen in Houston, Texas, and they will have 3 teams from Raw, 3 teams from SmackDown, and the last team standing will be the new WWE Women's Tag Team champion. So my question to you guys,
They'll be in the elimination.
they're gonna be in the chamber. It's gonna be
It's gonna
interesting.
be so crowded.
It's gonna be mad
It's gonna be a
bitches.
clusterfuck. Watch.
It's gonna be mad bitches in there, but I'm
How
all
many
for it.
teams is it?
3.
It's 3.
It's 3.
But how many? Isn't it 4
It's
pods?
4 pods. You know, 2 teams gonna start. Like it's 16.
So think of
3
it
from
like
Raw, 3
like
from
a
SmackDown.
Oh, okay.
I
3
guess
teams
kinda
from
like a
each.
Texas
Okay, I see.
tornado kinda
I see. So
situation.
they're gonna do it like War Game. Remember how War Games
Remember
was?
the first tag team elimination chamber?
Yeah, it was a clusterfuck.
Yeah, it was a mess. It's gonna be a mess.
Bro, my question to you, gentlemen, is what do you think of the actual belts? And then, who would you like to see be crowned the first WWE?
Sasha and Bailey.
Oh, that's a little bit biased, but okay.
You asked, I answered.
Well, you're a belt guy. What did you think of the belts?
The belt it was good. It's probably the better tag team belts from the men's, from Raw and SmackDown. So, and the fact that they're gonna have them unified.
Yeah, so
now they're gonna be working Raw and SmackDown.
Yeah, so the
That's
tag team
kinda
champions
decent.
will actually be eligible to fight on any of the brands. So Raw, SmackDown, and I do believe also NXT. So
Oh, that's too much.
it's gonna be interesting.
And NXT, they said?
That's too much.
I do believe so.
That's
It
way
might not be too much because when you think about it, and that was my concern when I had a conversation months ago with someone, was that the women's division isn't heavy enough for like a tag
I don't see
team.
it being NXT.
So
Maybe.
I think NXT would be more of a surprise type of thing. Like
At least put one of the teams in the chamber.
yeah, so it would be more of a like. I see it being like a random thing, like over the course of time, you'll see like NXT pop up on Raw, so just to give out that boost of surprise. The belt itself looks like some kind of anime cartoon.
Really? You think that?
Like for me personally, it doesn't look bad, but it looks like very like
Sailor Moon.
Yes, very Sailor Moonish. Fighting evil at moonlight,
Oh, good thing.
making love at daylight. Something ain't right. She's the one named Sailor Moon,
Sailor Moon.
Sailor Mars, Sailor Mercury. Okay, anyway.
That was that shit, huh?
Yeah, that was
Clearly.
My son, Tuxedo Mask.
Tuxedo Mask.
The most simplest name. His name is Tuxedo. Tuxedo and Mask. That's his whole. That look like.
It's this whole shit.
Oh my god.
It's a Japanese show, but I think it gives the women something to do. Like at the end of the day.
But you gotta think of it like this: like how long will they make this important? You know how WWE is. So
They have to make it important. They're
and then the
forced.
fact that they're gonna be on both both brands is kind of, I guess it can help it.
It helps it because it adds that.
It gives it a different depth.
Yes,
I
it
think.
adds a little bit of surprise. It adds more flavor to the pot. Because if it was only on one show, you'd be like, okay,
Many teams.
it's not that many teams.
You should have the regular division.
And that you get kind of stale with it. So going on both shows, you can combine chicks, and then some chicks eating in the back, eating catering right now. That they ain't doing shit.
So that's like what I've always been trying to wrap my brain around. Is like who's actually like gonna be actually like a tag team, like an actual.
It's only
like,
legit only two teams.
So that's
No. You got the Iconics.
Oh, three, because you got Iconics,
Sasha and Bailey,
and then
Nia and
that, to me that's it.
and Tamina. Who else?
No, you have Foxy and Mickey James.
That's 5.
And after that, you got Ronda Rousey and
Well, no, you're not putting Ronda
can't
in.
put-
That's not gonna happen.
Then after that, you got
The Riot Squad.
And
And they can freebird that, so that
Yeah.
would be pretty
the
cool.
Riot Squad. You got the
Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose.
Yeah, you got that team.
Woo, Mandy Rose. Oh, that's
Oh, we
can't
gonna
wait
talk
to
about that hoe. We gonna talk about that hoe.
And she got pretty feet.
We gonna talk about that hoe.
You got that.
Don't you worry.
Yeah, so it's very. Look, I see it this way.
I just want to see Sasha and Bailey on SmackDown with this, so
I mean,
I'm happy with that.
I see it this way. It gives everyone an opportunity to do what you have to do. Get everybody out of catering, and now it's actually. I have a lot of high hopes because how all elite wrestling is, they have their neck on WWE's, their foot on WWE's neck. Because that family got bread.
I don't think
Let me
besides the
finish.
money.
Let me finish. Because the fact that they have different contracts and all of that, they watching all the wrestling. And if they put on a better women's show each and every week, they'll be like, yo, we gotta step our game up for the tag teams.
They're gonna lose everybody for real.
Exactly,
They
yeah.
getting better contracts.
Yo, Jericho got a 3-year contract. I read that.
Yeah.
3-year contract. He
talks
said
about
that's
it.
the most money
But it's the most money he's ever made.
Ever.
Crazy.
But
That's
I mean,
to the page.
well, when you
Pay
have,
attention.
no, I got too much other shit going on. But when you have a billionaire putting his money into the company,
Pretty much on.
I mean, pretty much you offer him whatever the fuck he want. They basically handed Jericho a blank check and was like, just tell us.
But then again, though, it's just like with Ollie is good because it adds pressure to WWE. Because once they're gonna get a major TV deal, and those women are gonna
All
go.
that fucking money they got.
And
That's
it's good. The tag team, the women's tag team came around this time because now Ollie be looking like, they did that for that tag team. Let's amp it up and make it better.
My only problem with this though, they should have waited after Rumble. Stop promoting 2 pay-per-views at one time.
Well, no, that's the hard part because they're so back to back. Literally,
But they had time
it's 2
still
weeks.
after Rumble.
No, but it's literally 2 weeks after Rumble.
Well, no, 3, and that's still time. Literally, you still got Raw after Rumble, which is still gonna be a big
no,
show.
they have 2
and
full
SmackDown.
weeks
Because
before.
Chambers is All-Star Weekend, so that's 3
What
months.
date is Chambers?
It's the 17th. I think.
That is 2 weeks.
17th?
That is from 20 from the 27th.
Yeah,
That's 3.
No, it's 2 because you're counting like that week after.
You got Sunday.
Rumble.
You got 3 more Sundays after Rumble. That's 3 weeks.
It's they have time.
They had time.
They have time, but they also need to tease it though, to get people hype.
You know what it is because then on the flip side, it would have been the same thing where if they would have waited to after Rumble, then people gonna feel like it's rushed.
But it is rushed. You gotta think of it like this. For instance, we know Sasha and Bailey are a tag team. Granted, we all know Ronda's not losing to Sasha. This is pretty much make it seem like, oh damn, Sasha's just in a match just cause. Like you gotta
She
think of
is,
it like that.
though.
I know that, but I'm just saying.
Unfortunately.
But
If you
that
think of it
match
in
is
that
like
way.
it seeds to set up. If you notice when Sasha was leaving there, she put up the 4 horsemen.
4 horsemen, right.
So it seeds to set up for something else. If you haven't noticed, WWE is trying. So you don't know what could match up. You don't know if next thing you know, her girls came and they jumped Sasha. Next thing you know, everybody like, nah, you ain't jump out, girl, except for something else. Let me
You know what would be crazy though? Is on some real shit.
Title for title.
If those chicks come up from NXT just like that.
God, no.
And then there's Toss in there like, yo, they make them tag team champions.
That would be
That'd be old. I mean, I hope Bianca wins the title so that it gives Shayna actually the opportunity if they want to
Shayna
pull her up.
loses the belt at Takeover, then I know
she'll definitely end up on Raw the next like that Monday. So
But they could pull a Kevin Owens, he'd be a double champion.
But he wasn't a double champion. He just went for the U.S. title. Then he lost the NXT title.
he dropped the title right
Russell was
after.
double champion. The Shield was double champion. Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins was tag team champion NXT, and it was tag team champion on the main roster. And you also forget, Paige was double champion too. So
she had to forfeit the belt as soon as she won the women's, the Divas title.
But it's possible, like how the new WWE. Listen, they're going to Fox this year. So they have to present a proper product, like on some like, this is fire, sorry, and get people excited for this. So anything's possible.
I will see.
If Magic could beat AIDS, WWE could put on a fire product.
I don't know if he can beat it. I don't know.
Nah, he got the cure. No,
Way out here donating blood and shit.
He got the cure.
So I guess he is.
I don't care what anyone says. Magic Johnson has that cure. But speaking about call-ups and all this stuff, so as you have seen on Raw and SmackDown, they have been placing bits and pieces of people on Raw and SmackDown that are from NXT that are going to be called up. I don't think it's stupid. I think it's smart.
Yeah.
Because you're able to see how they react,
for both crowds,
how they fit into that brand. Because if you notice, like let's say if they just threw EC on like SmackDown, for instance.
I cannot see him on SmackDown.
Right, but let's say they just threw him on there, you're gonna still be looking at him like, who the fuck is he facing? Like, what are you doing here? But him having all of them be on both brands, you're able to just kind of you're able to see the vision a little bit better.
And the storyline is like they fighting for contracts. That is.
They already got called up, so I guess they got to depend on who.
No.
Well, they're basically kind of fighting for what brand they want to be in.
So basically, it's like saying that
I thought Nikki on Raw was dope.
Nikki's dope anywhere.
I thought she was dope.
Nikki's dope anywhere.
No, but that was always my concern because if you remember, she was more spotlighted on SmackDown. Like even before they said she was getting called up, when Sandy got called up. Yeah. And at first I was like, I don't know who the fuck she's gonna face on SmackDown. This don't feel right. But when she was in that tag team match on Raw, I was like,
the women's division on Raw is a little bit more talented.
Yeah.
Like they have a little bit more grit to it.
Yeah.
So bringing Nikki Cross adds to the grit that they have. I know you can't see that, but like.
No, I think because of the character, they don't have a character like that on Raw.
Yeah, and it's like and I think she would be. I just think the girl's absolutely amazing.
She's dope.
And how many
like
that have that?
She smells like gasoline and like
gasoline.
And
like how many feats can she have on Raw? She could have Nikki Cross versus Ruby Riott. That would be a good match. Two girls just really go at it. Imagine the fact that they have a false count anyway with them two going. They will kill each other. And then you got her homegirl that smelled like bear piss and deer doodle. The one that looks like a
You talking about the girl from Riot Squad? I hate you.
Yeah. They could go at it. They could be on some like they could. You
said bear piss and
deer doodle.
Deer doodle.
Yeah, she smells like that. And like them two.
Ruby Riott?
No.
Sarah Logan.
They could go at it.
She had a Viking wedding.
Exactly. They could go at it.
That shit is trash.
If you want something like mixture of styles, Sasha Banks versus her.
Facts.
So Nikki Cross would fit. It's a good fit. But I like the storyline that. All right, give them a chance to mingle with everybody on both rosters.
Didn't I say this shit, B? I've been saying this shit. That you should work with this contract shit.
But speaking of, people we haven't seen Lars Sullivan. Like in the beginning, before they did all these calls up. I actually like Lars.
I've never liked Lars Sullivan.
He botched a black match. He's on his period.
Don't front though, like that ladder match at Takeover New Orleans. He didn't carry himself. And then when
he did his thing.
And then wait, did you make it by the time? Because did he main event for Chicago?
We're not gonna talk about that. But
I didn't say
that. Actually, I had got there right
once
before the
again.
match.
Carried he was not carried the match, but it wasn't that he carried the match. Let me not say that. But what I said is that he carried his own weight in the match.
Lars Sullivan is not that great. I don't know why people are in love with this dude.
Because he's big and intimidating looking.
Like he's like everybody is in love with this guy, and
he moves. He moves decent for his size though.
But besides like us, who's in this room, people have been constantly talking about they've been hyping him up like he's the next big thing, and he really isn't that great.
For his size, he's agile.
There's plenty of big wrestlers who can move.
Especially
these days.
Have you seen Homeboys?
We got Joe Owens or Owens.
There's a lot of homies.
Owens is out here.
Owens
Owens is looking like he about to
Yeah.
re-enter 205 Live, so I don't know what y'all talking about.
Who?
Kevin Owens, he not out here looking like he's 205
Have you
pounds.
seen War Machine? Have you seen War Machine?
That Hanson Road.
Like, how you
I'm definitely not.
Killian Dane.
Killian Dean, I like.
All better than Lars Sullivan. All better
Killian
than Lars
Dean
Sullivan.
is better
But
than Lars
so
Sullivan.
going
I
to
give
Lars
you that.
Sullivan, so I never want to disrespect somebody's like mental health.
Whoa. This dude, Ralph Reigns, said Vince had AJ Styles first, and he got cut and did a good overseas, and TNA got him back. First of all,
What the fuck is he talking about?
he's talking about Vince.
AJ didn't want to get signed
exactly
because of his wife.
TNA that
he
don't look
wanted
good,
to
and TNA gave him better offer. Like,
Can we go back to what
I don't know what that had to do with Lars though.
this threw me off. Like, this man just saying mad foolishness, man.
But that's his opinion. Well, that's what he thought.
Oh, they said
You can't
that.
say an opinion because it's false.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what he thought.
They said that Lawrence. They said Mandy is racist. Niggas been
No, they said
mad.
Lars is racist.
Yeah, Lars is racist.
Yes. Well, it's not. It's an opinion. Oh yeah, his old
Oh, they
post.
said Mandy's racist also.
His old post.
See, but that's the shit I don't like. Why are we out here pulling all types of receipts from like
Receipts?
What did
10
Mandy
years
say?
ago?
Yeah, I don't know about Mandy. I know about the
No,
Lars
all
situation.
receipts though. Like,
What did
yo,
Mandy say?
I don't know.
It's just like saying
I
that.
mean, but she a hoe though, so
Google
I ain't
Mandy
with the
Rose
shit.
racist
Racist,
tweets.
yeah. I want to see
Like,
that.
it's like saying that, yo, people grow up. People change.
Listen, Lars has his issues.
He does.
I've never been a fan of this dude. I never thought he was like some. Because honestly speaking, I forgot about him.
You too.
And I remember Sid was like, "Yo, he's been in a bunch of." I was like, "Yo, what?"
Yeah.
That's how overlooked. Like I've seen the matches he's been in, and I don't care for him
At all.
His look is not something exceptional. Like yo, I want to like yo.
wrestler.
He's a generic. It looks like a creative character. You know when you first start. You know when you first start and they have the generic look. That's how he looks like.
His interest is type dope though. The
It's-
darkness
Interest
goes to
is
the light.
dope as
It's
fuck.
fire.
It's cool.
Other than that,
Yeah, but he's nothing like. So I'm gonna be like, oh
That's
my
nothing.
god.
Yeah, that's-
Now I don't know what Homeboy's going through.
Look up Mandy's Snapchat.
I don't know what Homeboy's going through right now. So I don't want to shit on Homeboy. Like yo, because I don't know.
Right, because so apparently, like Lars has been dealing with it, like with anxiety and depression and stuff like that, which is actually fairly common in the industry. But like he hasn't shown up to like house shows, like he's supposed to be on Raw, like hasn't shown up. So like there's some concern, and even them saying like in the interwebs that it was a match between him and Cena for Mania. I don't know what that would have been a no for me. No,
they really want to make him the next big thing on the roster. And this is a situation, and Vince is not a forgiving guy like that. From what I'm reading, Vince is like, all right, fuck it, no, somebody else.
Well, because
but
you
they're
don't
gonna
wanna
take
waste
care of him.
time.
They're gonna take care of him on that, get him that help
personal level, yeah.
on that personal. But they're like, yo, professional. They're like, yo, we're moving on.
I mean,
and Trips, your boy is pissed.
Because I know why he's more pissed because he vouches for these kids.
He vouches for Sullivan hard.
These are his kids. You know what I mean? Like he's like, when you succeed, that's a plus for me. Like, so for Lars to kind of like backpedal and not really communicate,
it's a problem.
It's also.
I just didn't like the fact he got called up before Velveteen. So I was.
It's
like,
also
what?
because Triple H is at a place right now, and this rumors going around where he's feeling some type of way that a lot of NXT products that's gone to the main roster are like people are saying are a bust.
They are.
But yeah, I understand.
It's not his fault though.
It's not his fault, but he is feeling some type of way about that because it's like, yo, they're
But
stars.
I think who's a bust?
What, and from NXT?
Yeah.
Shit, I'm gonna take a while.
Yeah, no, I want to like
Tyler
just.
Breeze.
I want to say Tyler Breeze.
No. The era of Triple H, I don't think Triple
He was
had.
there.
Triple H's been running
He
the
was
thing
there.
forever.
He developed it for mad.
But then I mean,
Tyler Breeze,
look at
the
Big
Revival,
E.
the
Nakamura.
You can't count Nakamura. You can't count Finn. You can't count I'm talking about pure.
Obviously.
I'm talking about pure NXT. Like yo, you came into the NXT like that whole thing. The system. Only two people that came out of that, like legit came out of it, is Charlotte and Braun.
Seth.
Seth is ROH.
Indies, Roman.
Big E.
Roman's before that.
He had just started FCW when he moved into.
No, he was champion over the FCW.
And then they moved him up.
Yeah.
Right when NXT started, he was already coming up.
Yeah.
Big E, we can kind of say Big E.
I was gonna say he's
You think
probably
he was NXT champion?
He was NXT champion, and I don't. This is me personally. Google that if he was somewhere before, because I never heard about him before.
He was a bodybuilder before. Remember?
He was. I think that he came up through Florida Championship first.
So then that doesn't count then.
Okay, fine. You got Bo Dallas. No, Bo Dallas was Florida Championship too.
I don't think Bo Dallas is a fail.
No, but but the thing about it, he's Florida Championship.
Yeah, he Florida Championship.
So we can't count him.
Okay, Tyler Breeze.
That's a bust.
The Ascension.
That's a bust.
The Revival.
That's a bust.
What's the dude's name? The one that has Eric Young's in that group.
Sanity.
Oh, Sanity.
They
That's
doing
kind of
fucking
a bust.
promos on Instagram.
That's kind of a bust. Yes, Sanity.
But you can't say that because they came from.
I wouldn't say it's a complete.
They went to NXT.
Like, I mean, you have to think
Adam
about
Rose?
what do you.
Oh, Adam Rose.
Oh,
I
but
said Jason Jordan.
Oh,
okay, but you can't count that nigga because of his neck.
That's not his fault.
That's not his fault.
That's not his fault.
I'm mad we all was like, nah, that's not that
before
nigga.
that he was trash.
Is what's his name? With
I
Bobby.
said that John Cena recruited Big E.
That makes sense because
John
it's a
Cena was
bodybuilder.
yeah. Well, I don't know if he did about the John Cena.
Someone said that. Someone said Bray Wyatt. No, Bray Wyatt.
Oh, Bray Wyatt is but regardless.
But he won
they got a
championship.
buzz.
He low key he succeeded. So if you want to kind of count him, it's only been like 3.
You can't say that anyway because
It's just
Bray
like
Wyatt was already on TV before.
He was on TV as Husky Harris, and technically he was original NXT.
But I mean, it just
And he was
depends
a success.
on what Triple H's ideal of like what a bust is. You know what I mean?
Well, the thing
Like,
is, it's nobody.
Ty Dillinger.
oh, that's a bust.
He was over with
and
that
that
shit.
shit, he was over in NXT.
He was over with that
So I don't know
They
what the
just-
fuck happened with that.
But that's what I'm saying though, because from NXT is stars, like superstars.
Exactly.
There's very few. Like
But most
if
of
you,
them are from other companies.
but the thing about it, if you really want to go to like OVW, produce stars. Because OVW is a product of WWE, low key. So that produced, like, we can go down a list.
Right on.
Shit.
We'll be here all night.
We'll be here all night. So that's what, and I understand where, like you said, where Triple H is getting some type of way. Like, because NXT is revolutionary.
Yep.
And what he done there is something phenomenal. So you have this law situation where you're gonna be like, like, because I feel him on that one. Like, I just set this up, and it's nothing against you, but it's like, what's going on? Who are we choosing the wrong way? One question. Is Sasha NXT?
Yep.
Yeah.
So we can throw Sasha in there. Bailey?
Yeah.
But it seems more the women.
Remember, they were all working. Well, if you can count them from the system, but they were working indies before they got to where they were.
Sasha, yes, a little bit.
Sasha was working indies.
Bailey?
Mercedes KV.
But I kind of feel this way. The women,
Tasha Mark.
like I feel like the women are more of a success because it's so much titles that they can have.
And also, it was a void.
There was a big focus on them at the time.
Yeah, it was a huge
So
void.
basically, they were that little fish in the little pond, and then when they got to WWE, it was still that little pond.
That's exactly.
Where you have all the guys, you're the little fish in the little pond, and you're exceeding in NXT and being fine. But then you get to the big pond, you get to the ocean, and you fucking drowning because. I never was was a big fan of Ascension in NXT, so I already saw that going down the drain.
It was over though in NXT.
I already knew that what translated in NXT was not going to translate on USA Network.
Yeah,
I already knew that.
But it's all about the company wasn't behind them. That's their fault.
And that's also the big deal too. Is like what's going to translate. Like you can't. Like granted, you don't want to switch up the gimmick once they get to the main roster, but you have to figure out what may work at NXT. So
let's chop it up real quick then. We have three people. We have EC3. Let's just give three people. EC3. We have Nikki Cross, and who else we can throw in this?
Well, the girl
make it on the main roster, you think?
No. What would you do with them?
Oh, I'll put EC3 on Raw.
Yeah.
What's the third person?
Make him turn him heel again for one.
Lacey Evans.
Okay.
Nikki Cross put her on SmackDown. And I honestly feel like they put Nikki Cross on SmackDown, I'd probably get Sanity some TV time more.
Yeah.
You said Lacey?
Yeah.
I mean, I would only
Lacey gonna
put,
get lost in the shuffle.
But she gonna end up on Raw and get lost in that shuffle. If they did Nikki on SmackDown, they have to do her and Asuka again. They absolutely have to do it again.
Okay.
Because their like Falls Count Anywhere match to me is like one of the best matches.
It was like
As a female.
what I love about Nikki, because y'all already know I love characters.
Okay.
And I love people
that shit is crazy.
Work the character. Because when she fought Asuka, she jumped on the front of Asuka's car. She was on the hood of the car like, yo, what up?
She was Oscar's last feud.
Yeah. But it's I think she'll do good anywhere. If they let her run.
She's the type of character that looks like she can work with any female,
EC
honestly.
though is that same way though. He could be on either brand though.
I feel this way. Them three you give me, EC3, I see them more like on SmackDown because they missing that. SmackDown was known for having a little bit over the top characters that are good to work with, such as JBL, Alberto Del Rio. They missing that 1% because SmackDown's for the workhorses. So they need that guy who has that little like.
See, but that's what happened when. But that's what.
Let me finish. Now Nikki Cross, we gotta go live. Back on, please.
He working.
Oh, like Nikki Cross, I feel like she go more on SmackDown. On Raw because they have more of a gritty girls on there. And okay, but that's it. Now on Raw, you have mad different people she could work with. You know, she got a little angle with Nia Jax, Tamina.
Oh no,
keep her away from all
Nia.
these people.
No, shut up.
Please get away from Nia.
Now you see, no. Now you see, I'm about to get on you about that. Y'all don't get on all these people who injure people throughout the whole history of WWE.
Listen,
like everybody made a big deal about
I'm sorry.
what Nia Jax do.
No, you don't ever talk about Seth. And how he
Exactly.
He took things away.
Jesus?
No.
It was done anyway. Get the fuck out of here.
Didn't Sasha end Paige's career?
Exactly.
No.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did.
No.
Okay, but does she continuously do it?
But let me finish.
Does she continuously hurt people?
Let me finish.
Like your boo?
Let me finish. I'm sick and tired of everybody getting on this woman because she makes mistakes.
Anyway, so
y'all don't see nothing with Seth Rollins, bro. John Cena knows the cash cow.
And it worked.
And he ended Sting's career. He hurt Finn. The list goes on.
Well, Finn is a 50-50. Finn is a 50-50.
But
Finn is not 50-50. Finn's 100%.
No.
Finn, the way he landed, he said it.
But if Seth didn't throw him, but if Seth never threw him that way, he would have never. But if Seth would have never threw him in that way,
he should have never
he
tried to
would have
catch
never.
him.
So hold on. From what wrestlers have told me, like people who actually wrestle, they said Finn was wrong.
They
said Finn didn't tuck in the right way.
He should have never moved his arm the way that he did.
But nevertheless, though, countless men injure people in the ring. Rey Mysterio accidentally ended someone's life.
There's a difference.
Let me finish.
It's
all by accident. You can't control nothing. In basketball, if I went up, someone could land on my ankle, roll off my ankle. Okay, it happens. Accidents happen. Stop getting on this woman because she's a woman.
It's not.
That's not why people get on her.
No.
When you continuously don't want to get better, that's the problem.
But let me finish.
But
let me finish. Nobody got on Ryback for injury, CM Punk and other people. Nobody got on him, right? Nobody got on Shawn Michaels for injury and people.
CM Punk they chewed his ass out.
Don't throw Shawn Michaels in this.
I mean, but we're gonna throw that person under the bus.
They invite injured people. Ray Orton injured people. Triple H injured people. Everybody injured people by accident. The fact that y'all all want to pinpoint this person because she's a woman.
No, I just think
that's
your feeling. But I don't. But what I'm saying is that oh Lord, what I'm saying is that it's just that particular person that's in the conversation is more recent. Like, I think all the people you've named, I'm pretty sure everyone that said, like, I'm dead ass about Seth and Sting. Like, I'd be like, nah, I ain't forget about that. So I just think as fans, like, you pick and choose. I don't think people are getting online because she's a female. I do not think that at all.
Like, keep that same energy, but
I agree with keeping the same energy. But, I mean, it is what it is. Like, Nia.
Keep the same energy with AJ, though.
What AJ do?
He injured somebody with the Styles class. That's why WWE was hesitant to use that.
Oh, with Tyson kid.
No.
That was Joe.
Oh, Joe. Keep the same energy with Joe.
But
that man can't wrestle now.
These are guys who are great athletes who can actually wrestle. Now you can tell in the ring, Nia is not going to get better. How do you
know that?
You can look.
No, I'm a wrestler.
I'm not a wrestler.
So
you can look and tell with certain moves that she is.
You're a fan, but you're not in the business.
So then, question to you: do you think Nia has gotten? Do you think she's gotten better?
Yeah, she does other little stuff. Y'all pay attention to. Oh, the fact that. Okay, my thing is this way. If she was that dangerous, would it let her do the spot where she picked up Sasha went overhead and threw her? No.
Killed her, but...
No. Sasha had to sell it for her. Sasha sold it for her to make it look like that. So if they didn't trust her, they will not put her in all these matches.
Wouldn't it be more or less you trusting Sasha for selling the move than the person doing the move?
She still got to pick her up.
I mean, anybody can pick her up.
She's got to pick her up.
Your girl, non-biased. What do you think?
Nia? Mm-hmm. My only issue with Nia, from what I've learned over the few weeks I've been training, she's good. It's just that, like I've said this before numerous times. Some of the girls she wrestled can't handle her. Nia's heavy-handed. That's why Ronda and her have fucking phenomenal matches. And does she need to adjust certain things? Yes.
We all do.
She needs to adjust the way that she does. Like, there was a botch that I saw. I'm being an honest fan. Because I fucking love her.
A botch.
The bosses that, for instance, when I think it was Sasha trying to hurricane Ronda
off the apron, and she just dropped.
She just
Didn't even move this
on the apron.
Didn't sell it. And then the thing. So, but we don't know what happened. What was the communication for that spot? Exactly. So I don't want to her purposely. Does it look horrible? Yes, it does.
What about the Jinder Mahal spot where like Jeff Hardy completely missed Jinder Mahal
with the whisper in the wind?
And after that, nobody talks about it still, right?
No, everyone definitely laughed about that shit.
Jeff has missed plenty of whispers in the wind.
Jeff is definitely
and it's something that like I think she knows what she needs to do, but she doesn't face women who can take the bumps that the way that they're supposed to.
But then in the same breath, then she needs to be able to adjust
and
in certain
and the reason why, because she's not as light as the feet that she needs to be. Like if you look at Awesome Kong, which I like to use as an example all the time, Shorty was light.
And she was dope.
Shorty was light on her feet. That's Nia's only real problem is adjusting with and being not, because when she moved, it's like, when you're a wrestler, you kind of gotta be light on your feet. But Nia's like about 300 pounds.
But in her defense,
6'2".
But in her defense,
shout out to your girl, 6'2".
But in her defense, I see it this way: she was not always that way. So when you're not used to okay, I'm saying for standpoint with me. When I blew up to 300 pounds, when I got to that weight, I was not used to that weight. So I used to move awkwardly. I used to bump into stuff because my body's not meant to be that big. So when I started to lose the weight, I got lighter on my feet. So Nia was not always that big until recently she got bigger.
We're not talking about women's weight.
Yeah, I was saying
we can't go there. We can't go there.
I'm not going there. Yo, we're honest here.
No, but you're trying to compare like your weight loss to Nia's weight gain.
Sorry.
Because I'm telling her that reason why she's not light on her feet.
No, she's not light on her feet because she's not practicing to be light on her feet.
That's the only real thing. And the
whole point.
The reason why you're talking about a woman's weight, that subject is overly sensitive. I get what you're saying. But the thing about when a woman gains weight, and compared to a man gain weight?
We're going to move right along. If we can try to, because they
Why can't
definitely
we be friends? Why can't we be... All right, this next one.
That was a good segue. I appreciate it. Let's talk about our superstar spotlight of the week goes to no other than Miss Savannah Evans, who will be here in New York as she competes to be the first ever BCW Women's Champion. She will be at the Queen of the North show.
Tatiana 2.0.
It's not Tatiana. Don't laugh at her.
She looks just like Tatiana.
No, she does not.
Yes, she does.
Yes, she does.
No, she does not.
She looks just like.
I don't smoke anything because you always smoking. I don't.
You do hookah every week, my nigga.
I don't do hookah.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do be smoking. You smoke
because you're leaving with you like that.
It's not every week though.
I'm like, switch it up, my nigga. She go.
But it's not every week though.
It's every other week.
Oh, that's fair.
I thought every other day or shit.
Talk about how that she does.
No, I only went Sunday.
She does all the flavor, all the exclusive hoods and fly. Yo, man, go up the block.
Yo, let me tell you about when I went to Harlem Hookah on Sunday with Brittany. Yo, why did some nigga just have a seizure in the hookah spot when we got there? I was like, I kind of want to go home. And I was like, damn, I kind of want to smoke the hookah though. Because we came from a baby shower.
Son, every time Larry goes to the group chat, yo, Janelle, hookah spot
That's
this
my
weekend.
hookah partner. Larry understands.
But she don't
Because
smoke
we
up
be
there, right?
we'll go to a hookah spot. We'll watch the game. Like we'll eat. We'll drink.
I don't get invited.
Like,
I want to eat and smoke hookah.
but then it'd be. Oh really? I'll invite you.
I don't get no
I like
invite.
these two.
I see them in the group chat. Does Wilkins get the hey Wilkins, do you want to come? You know.
You know what it is?
Maybe I can bring a friend.
It's just okay. Well, next time, we'll plan something.
You can slip some weed in there, you know that, right?
I do know that, but I don't want to.
But why would you do that and get in trouble and get kicked out?
I mean, at least you did.
No, why would you do that?
Why would I do that?
Why would you do that?
Mans is this?
Still pay the
It's our man's, and I'm sad that it's our man's.
Our man to the 10th power. But question to you, gentlemen, and I don't know if you've seen Savannah live and in color in person.
She's beautiful.
You
She's
should
amazing.
YouTube her. She's from she's from Carolina.
Carolina,
Carolinas. You know?
raise up, spin over your head, just like a helicopter.
You said it all wrong, but it's
Yeah, I was like, that's not how the words go. But all right. So then the question to you, gentlemen. What's a dream match you would like to see Savannah in 2019?
Her versus Charlotte.
I said in 2018.
Okay, so you said our homie can't just go to WWE roster right now? What's the favorite?
Not to the main roster, though. She gotta go through NXT.
Because she's that nice. I have faith in her.
Okay. So
If it was
okay.
Trish Stratus.
Wait,
Speaking of
wait,
Trish Stratus.
That's a very. How do you get comparisons is on A1 today? Like, what the fuck?
They both women.
Trish Stratus has nothing to do with
They both women.
Savannah Evans.
They both women.
sound pretty sexy to me.
What?
Go ahead.
Okay. I just went left.
But I said Charlotte. I said Charlotte because
I heard you.
I said Charlotte because like the similarities and how they're like their styles and stuff like that. Like I think that would be a very good match. You may think I think that she's gonna.
I want to see her and Kira Hogan. That's my black queens going at it.
Oh man, no, I can't see that. I can't see my two queens going at it.
That's fine.
Now I can see it going at it.
I can't.
I'm so fine with that. I'm so fine
I
with
know.
that.
I don't think you're talking about a match, but
I
it's
know.
fine.
If it was too spastic for me, you don't want to see that, right?
I'm okay with that too.
He's okay. He's absolutely okay with that.
I'm so fine with that.
All right,
Did you just drool? Did you just drool because you talk about black women? You just started drooling?
He's thinking about the match.
Oh Lord.
Oh man.
All right, so we're gonna end of our opening segment
My
finally.
two bulls, Faye Jackson and Tamina going at it. Oh man.
Tamina.
Tamina.
That's smart.
God damn.
I'm like, that's
Now I see
smart.
why you defended now. It makes sense.
I love me Tamina and Faye
bunch
Jackson.
of trash.
You saw a new picture? Faye Jackson?
She's half naked on the internet.
All
I
right.
can't wait to hug her again.
No, she
Okay,
married,
don't
right?
be awkward.
My nigga, I'm just hugging her, my nigga.
Yeah,
That's
but
it.
watch your hands. when
Watch
you
your
hug
hands
her.
and don't get a hard on.
Listen.
Yo, you heard about the nigga from To Catch a Predator bouncing checks?
Yeah, he ain't got no money.
That shit is wild. All these years you been on
NBC ain't
NBC ain't paying you shit.
They probably ain't.
That's wild.
He been saving kids for years, man. That shit crazy.
And nigga can't get a payday out of it.
I mean, you know,
Can't do
like,
nothing good in this
just
world.
like the rise of the internet, his job's kind of like,
No, they rebooted To Catch a Predator. That
But it's different
ass.
now. It's on YouTube compared to how it is
But
on
YouTube,
TV.
you can still make some money off
yeah,
of it.
but it's
YouTube
not
Red,
that.
B.
And
Shoot.
YouTube Red is
You watch that
it's
Cobra
up there.
Kai show on
did.
YouTube Red?
I did watch
Fire.
it.
Cobra Kai?
Oh, no,
Woo!
I was just talking about, but I ain't watch it though.
Daniel, like he's the bad guy now.
Yeah.
Because he was the bad guy at the beginning.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
I don't- what is
Danielson was an asshole, son.
Karate Kid.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was. He took his, the dude's girl.
I would do it too. You would treat her right.
He was treating her right.
The dude.
What's this called?
Cobra Kai, the Karate Kid.
I get YouTube Red for that, you know.
Let's see. But as I look at what the fuck they are talking about, let's go to the rumor of this week, which is top guys want to get out? Question mark, question mark, question mark. So,
Hashtag FTR. Hashtag AEW.
hashtag who knows where to go. But as we actually were talking about the revival being one of the kind of like bust of NXT, apparently they want out of their contract. So my question to you gentlemen is not only where would you like to see them, but how would you, how can I say this? How would you flip their, I guess, the way that they are in WWE now, how would you flip it? so that they would stay.
Make them stop fighting the Lucha Party.
I fucking hate that shit.
And the fact
I
that,
cannot stand
and
that fucking group for nothing.
And the fact that stop making them get beat up by everybody. Like, how on Raw 25, this year wanting to premiere tag team, they're getting jumped by the old school dudes? Like, really, guys?
I mean, it's Raw 25 though. That is an exception.
It doesn't matter though. Like,
And that gives them TV. That gave them TV time.
To lose together.
Not even just lose.
Beat up,
To get beat up.
25.
Like, really? No, that's supposed to promote them. It's like saying
What's
this.
it called?
What?
Cobra Run?
Cobra Kai. How we do it after the show, son? Let's do this after the show.
The Karate Kid.
I got it.
And then they had a screw job finish for the titles the week before.
Twice.
Only to get thrown out the picture and feud pretty much.
So,
feud
yeah,
with
like, you
Lucha,
getting
the
nothing.
Lucha
And these are
Party.
guys that can actually wrestle. And they got
They put on
Mic
great matches
skills.
at NXT and they
Yeah,
One of
and-
the old school, like
Exactly.
one of the last old school type tag teams. There's no
and
reason.
there's no
why
point
they
in
didn't-
WWE. Like how you get beat up by 3 guys every week, B? Because it's gonna Lucha House Party.
I fucking hate that shit.
But I kind of like it though.
No,
Because,
I
like,
fucking hate that
you
shit with the
know,
pinatas and them throwing. I just
Exactly.
can't.
Exactly. I
can't
kind of like
fucking
it
do it,
though
yo.
because
That's
you know
just
the
racist.
brown people
Right.
get payback.
Right, and no one talks about that shit. That is so annoying to me.
So
That is like the most
stereotyped.
almost borderline racist shit
we
WWE
talked
could put on
about,
TV ever.
We talked about it in season 1 with El Negro. Shout out to him. What's his name?
Negro.
El Negro. We talked about it in season 1. Shout out to season 1.
Call him El Negro.
The nigga.
But no. For real, talk about that. Sometimes people
call
just do
us
it just to feed their family.
That's me, man.
No, but okay. Revival, they're good. They give me an old school feel. What they need to do with Revival is make them super serious. Turn them heel.
Exactly.
But make them. They are, but I'm talking about legit
No,
heel.
but like make them super
Top heel.
Like top heels.
top guys.
Like top guy heels type of shit. And
What kind of heels? I think that they'd be cool as the old school. Cool
See, that's how
heels.
they are, but they've been used so bad that it doesn't even look like that anymore.
Exactly.
because they have their jackets, they have the thing that they have going on.
They have the whole.
They're very much.
know why they're
If
not
anything,
SmackDown.
if anything, if the shit ain't working on the main roster, I'll ship them to NXT UK. They would fit perfectly there.
But I think they're trying to keep it legit.
No, I
Bring
know.
them back to NXT.
I know that.
Use another team.
They can use another team, but NXT UK fits their style of wrestling.
See, but then if they put them back on NXT, then they have to be faced to go against Undisputed.
So
And that
They
would
don't have
work.
to only face Undisputed.
Exactly.
Mustache Mountain's on NXT UK exclusively now, so they're completely out the picture.
But
They
just
have
like Triple H
Undisputed,
said, like he
War
don't
Machine.
mind.
Smash Mountain, Mustache Mountain.
Mustache
Mustache, I
Mountain.
said, but
Because
say
you said
Smash
Smash Mountain.
Mustache Mountain
I
is
was
basically
like,
them.
What
Yeah.
the fuck?
It's a replica of them.
Exactly, and it would be cool to have them on. They could go back and forth. Yo, you fight us at our home, you fight you at your home.
But their
Crazy
look
storyline.
is UK.
Mm-hmm.
Like
At this point, they should just go.
they really should go because they're not being used.
And they can do, and I can see all the tag team matches they can have, quality tag team matches they can have outside of WWE.
But WWE's not going to allow that because they're at this point where it's like, this is basically what happened when WCW came around.
well, in the whole Neville situation,
All right,
the
so,
same shit too.
you know what?
But I mean, I would put
But just
Revival
like
on
Pop.
SmackDown though.
Like just like Pop, they could sit at home and still get paid.
I hate that name too.
Pac,
Yeah.
You might be
Because it's
Tupac.
Tupac.
he's not Pac.
Why does he call himself Pac?
That's dumb.
He's,
Yeah.
I don't know why he was Pac, but that's been his name.
Right.
forever,
Like
forever.
that's a trash ass name.
Why is his name Pac? Google that.
Like it makes me think of like Pac.
Yo, Leo, do something.
Oh yeah, so the reason why Mandy Rose had like cornrows on a plane, and like a black girl had like an afro and she couldn't see. She was like, "Get your afro out of my face," to the black girl.
I mean, but if somebody,
That's a
not
racist
racist.
That
tweet.
racist?
it's not racist.
Come on, son.
That's just like if
reaching, they
somebody.
They reaching,
That's
son.
like somebody.
That's a fucking Mr. Fantastic reach, man.
Yo, leave my blonde-haired devil
Anyway,
girl alone.
Yo, we're gonna talk about this scandalous bitch. But
Love her.
before we do, that is gross.
Man,
what's next?
Let's talk about just briefly NXT TakeOver UK.
Fire!
Blackpool.
Fire!
It happened
Fire!
last weekend. Thanks for if anyone came to Legends and watch it with Sir Wilkins. We appreciate you always coming out. Somebody text me.
Why is your screenshot of a lizard?
Oh, from the aquarium in Chicago.
It's a nice aquarium.
You just Chicago'd out now, huh?
So no, that aquarium is fire.
I try to go to aquarium every city I go to.
No, Chicago's the best aquarium in the world.
No, Toronto has the
I thought
best.
that California got the best aquarium.
Nope, Toronto has the best aquarium I've ever been to
They
personally.
have whales in it?
No. Do you want to see whales?
Duh!
You know what you can do actually in New York during the spring and summertime? You can go whale watching on the Hudson.
I'd rather watch that because I don't like, to me, I think that like aquariums and then zoos.
No, so but
it's kind of like prisons for animals. I don't want to see it. It's mad depressing.
What? No. Okay.
He got a
Anyway.
point. He does have a point.
No,
though.
but if they're taking care of the animals.
Some of them don't take care of them.
Exactly.
Like SeaWorld got shut down because of that.
Exactly.
Well, that's SeaWorld. That's not an aquarium. Like,
Yo, these fishes are not meant to live in tanks.
so no one should ever have pets?
Listen.
Mandy.
If you have
Just
a
asking a
whale
question.
that's the size of a building.
I mean,
living in a
I'm not
tank,
saying
that's
I
not
want a
fair.
whale as a fucking pet.
An
but-
elephant living like an artificial land. Like, no, elephant gotta be an elephant. A
Yo,
gorilla
shout
gotta
out
be
to
a gorilla.
Peter, B. Shout outs to Peter.
Who?
I'm so confused with the.
The animal protecting thing?
Y'all know what Peter is?
I know what Peter
Oh,
is.
Peter. Oh.
Y'all disgusting human
Yeah,
beings.
no, I
said
thought you said
Peter.
Peter. So I was saying him like.
Are you talking about?
I was like, are you having an inside joke with somebody?
I said
just don't know.
Peter. Peter.
You better enunciate because
He
you
was trying to be
sound
funny
like,
now.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm not trying to be funny.
Yo, I was saying
He
like,
trying to
what's
be
the,
shut up,
yo, I
son.
was saying like, yo, what's
Yo,
the
can we
joke?
talk about UK? That shit was fire.
Oh, yeah, wait.
Mustache Mountain.
I do, but
Because
side
of
note,
bats,
in
match
Toronto,
of
if you
the
ever
night.
go to the aquarium,
No.
they
And
have
Tony Storm winning the title.
Sharks.
Shout to fucking
But-
fine ass Tony
I
Storm
saw
winning
you
a
there.
belt.
Tony Storm is fine. You know what? I found Ray Ripley attractive too.
but she looks just like Pete
Dunne,
Dunne.
and it kind of bothers me.
That shit is really weird.
That means do I like Pete Dunne?
Yeah, that's what I thought. But I kept looking. I was like, "Yo, you're very pretty, but oh
Damn,
God."
Bruiserweight.
Rough in the bruiserweight face. But where do you guys see the UK brand
Oh,
going?
it's gonna be fire.
Oh, it's going up.
It's going up.
There's only one way up.
No.
You got Pete Dunne.
All the way up.
Exactly.
Go ahead, Leo.
So the reason why his name is Pockets for is because his father always pointed out how as a kid he had a six-pack, so he figured Pac would work as a name.
It's
I'm mad I
funnier.
didn't know that,
It's
but-
funnier that he's giggling about it. Like, that to
It's
me-
also funny because it's a dumb. The what?
But then again, this is the same guy that his dream job to be a mailman. So
Yeah, he a basic nigga.
He's super basic.
Probably the
Anyway,
real nigga, though.
all right. So let's talk about Raw, which was super solid this week. Like super. Like if you didn't think Raw was solid,
Super, it was good.
no, it was super solid. Like it was 3 hours of like you knew what the fuck was going on and it made sense.
alright, so
Like
Who's
so
going
you guys
first?
instead of 2 ups, 2 downs, since we are running on time and it's 3 of y'all, 1 up, 1 down.
I mean, like, there's no downs, but the best up is Bobby Lashley getting the IC
That's
title.
down.
That shit is a complete down.
Why y'all hating?
Haters, son.
No, they're finally using him.
Like
right?
the
Thank
fact
God.
that match was fire, Leo Rush wasn't too much in there, and the fact that
fire.
he speared him and he pinned him.
Now I will say that
That makes
spear
stuff look
was
good for
nasty
him.
as fuck.
Hold on, have y'all seen Leo Rush's
What?
Instagram lately?
No, what happened?
Why'd you go there?
Hold on. I have to talk about this.
This man is funny as hell.
He's hilarious on Instagram.
So when he does IG live, he'll pick like random people to like talk
Know
to,
where you going?
and then so he picks this random dude with a thick
Ass accent. yo.
Southern accent. It was a Southern like Midwest type of accent. And then so Leo's like, "What's going on, guy?" And the dude's like, "Well, I gotta go hard. I gotta go hard." And then Leo was like, "What? You got hard?" He's like, so then the dude is like, "I gotta go hard. I just talk funny. I'm different." And then Leo's like, Leo says, "Oh, everybody's different, you know? Everybody's different." So they start talking a little bit back and forth. And then the dude goes, "Yeah, so you got a beautiful family. I follow your mother. I follow your wife. I follow you." And then Leo legit goes from 0 to 100. Goes, "You follow who? Who?"
Okay, man, close to the camera. You
Yeah, mad close to the camera. Yo, check Leo Rush's page. It is
hilarious.
hilarious.
His mom is pretty though.
Huh?
His mom is pretty though. He had posted I think happy birthday like a few weeks ago or something.
Yeah, I saw that.
She's pretty though.
Now I follow him because he's
He gonna pop up in here.
He's always welcome on the Java Tears podcast.
Yo, he's always doing like dope shit on his Instagram, like with Bobby Lashley, because Bobby Lashley has like no charisma whatsoever.
None. Boring.
He's like the most boring black man I've ever seen in my
basic.
life.
He's the basic black nigga I've ever seen in my
Nothing wrong with
life.
that, but he's strong.
Oh
He can
my
wrestle.
God, what?
Okay.
He's strong, but like Leo, it's legit the funniest thing because it's like Leo's trying to make him charismatic.
Yeah.
Like the
But it looks so
No,
terrible.
but when
looks
Bobby
funny, though.
that ass was slapping his own ass, I signed
weird.
the fuck off. Like
Start
I was
wearing
like,
the
hey,
shades
y'all
with the
know.
vest
First of
and
all,
No, so Leo,
Like
there was a
that
skit on his
chicken
there was a
nail
skit on his Instagram about that. So they went shade shopping, and then he's like, "You gotta look like money." So, all right, Bobby, we will take you out. We gotta get you some to make you look like money right now. We're gonna make you look like money. Here's some shades. Put them on so they're shopping for shades, and then they go outside. It's like a Lamborghini and like a Porsche. They obviously rented it because
oh yeah, because they making that much.
they ain't making that much money.
More so Bobby probably, but definitely no Leo.
Yeah, so they're like, hey, here's the keys to the car. I got you a car. Let's go. And it's good stuff. And I like them together because
I do
Bobby
like
is
them together,
lost
because
without
he is.
Leo.
Leo has helped
in the
him
fucking
a lot,
sauce.
a lot.
But then again, I feel like how that y'all forget that he was the walking Armageddon in TNA.
No one cares.
What you mean he doesn't care? He was the walking Armageddon. He had all the titles at one point, even the women's title.
Well, he had more. Not
So,
saying much,
he
but he
didn't-
had more charisma in TNA.
Well, the
Exactly,
thing is,
give him more freedom.
they had him as a heel.
It's not even more freedom. Like it's just I don't. Regardless, it's all about what translates. Like for some reason, it translated better on TNA. When he came back to WWE, it was the same old.
Because
like,
they
I was
wanted
watching
to make him a
2007.
face.
Exactly.
And he doesn't work well as a face because
At all.
to be a face, and it's harder to be a face than a heel.
Absolutely.
Like people don't get that. Like to be a face, you gotta be legit charismatic.
really good, yeah.
You gotta know what the fuck you're doing. Speaking of faces, John Cena. Oh man, he's paying. He's sacrificing himself.
Yeah.
Because he's out here like Jesus.
He out here, he jobbing.
He's like, you know what? You know what? I
Bitched
still
around by Becky, now getting job.
He got jobbed and film. I was like,
He's in
whoa.
English right now. He took
no,
the English
yeah, because like he's still having like dreams that night about Nexus. So you know how he
ruined them, yeah.
So he's just like, he wakes up in cold sweats, like.
He's paying what he
And then he calls Vince.
that
Who do you
was
need me to
so-
job to?
I mean,
but that
like,
was the stupidest
all of
thing
them
he
left,
could've done
but Heath
for that
Slater.
group.
All of them are going with Heath.
Daniel's still there around.
Yeah, right.
But he was a part of that Nexus that got buried.
Yeah.
he was on the team.
He was on the team though.
Well, he didn't get buried by.
Oh, Tunga's there, but he's not wrestling.
Who?
Otunga.
Otunga
Yeah.
is there.
You know, you got Stu.
Doing fucking Netflix movies. I just watched that
Come
last
on,
night.
B.
Wait, who?
Garbage. Oh my god.
Ooh.
Oh, Wade Barrett. Well,
Yeah,
Stu
Wade
Bennett
Yeah,
now.
Stu Bennett, yeah.
Wade fucking Barrett.
He had an action movie on Netflix.
That bad news shit had it could have went
worked.
somewhere.
It worked.
It could have
and
went
they
somewhere.
went nowhere.
Shit.
And
It worked.
That
and my
sucks.
down is, come on, man. You know that the Revival getting beat up by a bunch of people.
By a bunch of people with fucking pinatas and shit.
All right, that would be my down two then. That was originally
Fucking
the last
pinatas.
year winning, but that was terrible.
racist.
But Finn,
Super.
But Seth really, I love Seth, right?
No, he
He's a
loves
white man,
Seth.
right?
CrossFit Jesus all
It's
day.
not that it's a white
the white
man.
man.
CrossFit Jesus
He's
my
just like
homeboy.
Seth.
CrossFit Jesus is my homeboy.
CrossFit Jesus?
Yeah.
my
Oh, you
homeboy.
should have seen the picture when he met Seth.
CrossFit Jesus is my homeboy.
He looked so happy. He looked like a kid at the candy store.
I can't wait to meet Bobby Lashley.
You could wait.
Oh well, his. Speaking of Bobby Lashley, I think they actually pulled his tickets from Royal Rumble Access because he sold not one. So yeah.
How you
Are you
know?
serious?
Yeah.
How you know?
Oh, that's crazy.
How you know?
Because I
You
was
saw the
going.
numbers?
There was no numbers. That's why.
Like, why waste a man's time if he ain't got
I actually
nobody
found
sold?
out only because I was checking on my Becky Lynch ticket, which they oversold. So
Oh, so you're tight.
no, man.
hate
This is what it is.
Oh, I
Bobby
mean,
Lashley with the IC title was great. You know.
Yeah, I'm happy. Like I said, I'm happy he's finally
Leo
doing
Rush,
something.
Like I just felt that match was great.
Never cared for Lashley.
So what I'm
but
hearing is
Never
that the
cared
reason
for
why they
Lashley.
put the title on him because
Vince
Seth
believe it.
and Dean don't need it.
Yeah.
they don't.
So they want to elevate Bobby a little bit and have him do shit.
they gotta legitimize him.
Though my up is the way that Mr. McMahon looked at John Cena when John Cena came out.
No, Vince, no. What killed me was when they all started, when Drew.
Look at all this beef.
When Drew, not only the beef shit, but when
Man,
Drew
good.
started the whole like rumble in the ring, yo, Vince scooted off so quickly.
So quick.
I said, how is this almost 80-year-old man scooted?
can't-
He
not-
was on the apron, but he was on the apron on the outside, but he ran off so
He
fast.
does not want to go through. He does
so
not want to get
funny.
hurt. But the way that Vince looked at Cena, son, I was like, yo, you know this nigga's made him millions. Because he just looked at him like.
And you see when they was cutting a promo,
Yo,
they kept
first
going
of
to
all,
the side, Cena was actually talking about
and
whatever they
fucking
were talking
Drew
about.
in the same ring, Vince had to cream his pants. Like,
Yeah,
he was
he
just
was
like,
just like, oh my God. Like, this is
Oh my
I
God.
definitely want to see Cena and Drew more than I want to see Cena and Lars at Mania.
Oh,
Oh,
absolutely.
that'd be a great
I'd be
match.
down for Cena
That'd be a
and Drew.
phenomenal. Lars is. They got to get that out their head because
I'm sure they have.
they're really gonna try to make Lars a replica of Braun.
Or like a dollar value of Braun.
Yeah, like and it's not something I want to see.
I don't think Dollar,
But-
I think Dollar Tree.
That promo, I think we
Like
forget
a same
how
thing.
great John is on the mic, bro. Like,
No, you can't
like,
forget.
people always hate on this dude.
but he
like
never trash on the
he
mic.
legit
Never.
put all of them over.
Yeah, he was
In that one segment, he put Finn
Even
over
fucking
and he
Baron
put Drew
Corbin,
over.
like, come on.
Oh, I agree. But
And then that little moment of like history.
it wasn't Brock Lesnar who was the
Who's feeling that?
father of the ruthless aggression. It was John Cena, baby.
He went back.
Oh,
so
when
back
he
with
said
it.
ruthless aggression.
That was his era.
And then he was like, when they all left you high and dry. I said, oh.
I'll pick you up.
I said,
I'll
first
pick
of
you
all,
up.
Cena's been wanting to say this for probably about 3 years.
I'd say more than
That he's
probably.
no, Cena's probably been wanting to say this since him and fucking Rock at Mania, like the first time. Like he was just like, wait, what?
Everyone left B.
He said, everybody left. I did it. I stepped up. I grabbed the brass ring. I said, you talk to them. You talk to them. Let them know. Teach them. Teach these devils out here who don't respect you or what you did for the industry.
Well, I've always felt like that though, because I was the one of them Cena haters. Because during the 07 run, I was completely done. Especially when he beat Shawn Michaels at Mania. That was a writing on the wall for me.
I mean-
but as time progressed, you gotta realize like Cena's been there on top, been there, like
The longest out of anybody.
Still working hard for that company, and he doesn't have to anymore.
Nope.
He could have been left a while ago. And think about it. He's not a bad actor.
And now he's in better movies,
Not.
so it's
Yeah.
It's
Like he doesn't have to come back with his dad haircut.
He doesn't.
And I remember I posted about this a while ago about how much of an asset he is to the company. And I understand that Stone Cold and The Rock rocket ship the WWE to another atmosphere, whatever it is. But what Cena did as a company man is on another level, man.
He's the best company man.
Cena not only I feel like upgraded the company, but he kept it at a constant. Like it wasn't like you never second guessed John Cena, whether you hate him or you love him, you never questioned his loyalty to the company, how bad he always wanted to be champion, how at times he put niggas over. Like
he said it himself.
You
Like
got
I
it.
was just watching. He wanted to be. He's been wanting to be Hill, but the company did not.
They
want
don't
him
want
to
him
be
to
face.
be.
He got the gear for it. Yeah.
He was healing in the beginning.
Yeah,
for a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
I was on his uprise.
Yeah,
so
it's on his
it's not-
uprising.
yeah,
The thing
so-
about the man learned Chinese to help out the company.
straight up. So he
Like-
can hold press conferences
Yeah, like
and speak in their language.
that whole segment last night was just like, yo, bro. On Monday it was like, yo, it was phenomenal. Then you lose to Finn, put him over.
Job to Finn.
say job.
It wasn't a job. It wasn't a job. It was a good match. It was a good match.
It was a good match, but he took that pin.
He gave.
It's not gonna hurt Cena.
It's not.
He gave
no,
Finn
but I'm
the
just
rub.
saying, like, right, but then with
If he would have pinned anybody else,
what bothers me
Compared
though
to
is
Cena.
that now that we have this, because I was like, why did they take Braun out? That was weird. But now we have Finn versus Brock, where like
And Brock went to work him last year.
but it's like at this point, it's like if Finn doesn't win, what are we doing?
We know it's not gonna win,
Right,
but
but so then now the question is, what are we doing? Like,
the thing is, honestly speaking,
the opportunity he was.
I like
He got a
Braun's.
rematch already.
I like Braun's character. I love Braun's character, but him in the ring versus Brock, it's a little like
It's not good.
because that man's a powerlifter. That man can go 3 minutes and he got rest.
No, that's it.
Finn, Because that Daniel Bryan match versus Brock,
Daniel Bryan.
AJ.
Oh, shit.
that AJ, you see the size of those two?
It works.
Smaller guys, they know how to wrestle,
Yeah.
and they can move very well. So now you got Finn, who's on that same level, about the same size.
No, that makes sense.
Where the match is gonna be good because it's two different styles.
Brock doesn't have to work that hard.
Brock doesn't have to work that, but also Brock wants to kind of work.
That's he said it himself.
See, that's what people I think don't know, but I agree with Brock. Like I feel like Brock low key puts up this front fuck with wrestling, but it's like no, actually, nigga, you do want to fuck with wrestling. Like you want to do this.
He's an athlete.
Yeah.
He wants to entertain.
He likes the challenge. He likes to entertain. Like he likes all that shit. I just feel like
Pause it.
Basketball. What's about basketball?
what we could to selfishly speak who?
The Raptors.
Oh,
It's like a good game.
okay.
Go ahead.
All right. So let's talk about SmackDown. As always, I feel like SmackDown has been consistent. But this fucking Andrade Cien Almas versus Rey Mysterio.
Andrade.
No, fuck that.
Andrade.
Cien Almas, he will always be like, yo, I was literally in the kitchen cooking and I heard Andrade and I was waiting for Greg Hamilton to say the rest of his name and then I was like, oh, my nigga done fucked up. But the nigga was like, nah, he's just Andrade. I was like, that's whack.
That's sexy right there.
That's not.
That's like a Spanish soap opera.
No.
Like, I feel like that's his
It's
twin
not
brother.
dramatic anymore.
It's to the point.
No, but it leaves you like, it was
To the
like,
point.
no, it's still
I
dramatic.
don't think Vince likes last names.
No, because he definitely took off Elias.
Like anybody with a long name.
Elias'
it's a
name
wrap.
went away quickly.
Oh, you forgot about it too.
What was his full name?
Samson.
Samson.
That sounds like a Bible verse.
Exactly. That was whack. So Elias sounds better.
Okay.
Yeah, walk with Elias. That kind of.
You want to say that? Walk with Samson Elias?
Walk with Elias and Samson.
Yeah, Elias Samson. No, that don't roll the tongue. That ain't
No, I mean,
sexy.
you still could have said Elias. You didn't have to say the last name, but whatever. Anyway, one down, guys. SmackDown. How was it this week?
Oh, up is definitely the.
It was a good show overall, bro. Like we can't deny like how good it was.
Mm-hmm.
Backstage stuff, in-ring stuff, Mustafa Ali getting his work,
Getting his
Yo, but
selling the shit out of that.
Joe's promo after that, I was like, oh.
What
Yeah,
kind
we
of
say
stuff
it
like
again.
Little Tasty did? Like he had his mask. He make sure that you get this paint.
Yeah,
Took
yeah.
off his mask. But actually, that was good looks. Make sure that damage his technology. Took his mask.
I
and
feel
threw
bad.
it.
Nigga said savage with technology.
Somebody tweeted like you can tell Mustafa Ali's okay because the circle in the middle is still blinking. Like he's high. I was
They call him
like, this
Iron
is
Man.
funny.
That would be hilarious if it did.
He's
The light
fucking
just went out.
Nah, but I thought it was good,
Good, yeah.
altogether.
No doubt.
That Mandy Rose segment that we gotta talk about, that shit was good, B.
It was good.
I enjoyed it.
Well,
But
shout out to Wrestle Shave.
SmackDown.
As I said last week, if you guys have not already followed my guy, he is out of Virginia. He is by far one of the funniest people that
He got his
recap
hat on, WWE
Raw
hat
and
on too.
SmackDown. Like he's hella
He wear it every
hilarious.
week.
So I knew he was gonna say something good when that Mandy Rose shit came up because that shit was scandalous.
Mandy looks really good. Like, my God, Mandy looks mad good.
I saw her.
But anyways, so the funniest part about that fight was the chair. Nobody peeped the chair. How Mandy threw Naomi over the chair. The chair fell so gracefully. Like Mandy just took the bump like,
What killed me was the photographer though.
No, that shit, that shit bothered
and then
me.
ran out.
That shit,
What is the part of Resident Evil?
no,
Like, it's
but that
stage
shit
of the
bothered
game.
me because I felt like they tested my intelligence by like not like she was saying her like, oh, what would your wife think? Bitch, she could roll back the fucking tape. Like, what the fuck you mean? What she
Can't be
could
breaking
know?
the fourth wall.
Breaking the fourth wall mad hard, son.
Like, fuck that.
You thinking way too hard, son.
That was obvious as fuck though. Like, I was
No,
like,
you're breaking the fourth wall.
Exactly.
Bitch,
we don't
I can
question the
sing
fact
her.
that we don't question the fact that Kane is not really burned. He's burned. He's burned emotionally. All right.
Ooh, bars.
Yeah.
Bars.
But then when he took his mask off, you couldn't
He
question
was
it
burned
anymore.
emotionally.
He's burned emotionally.
No, but then you couldn't.
Don't
but then
question it.
You couldn't question physically being burned.
Like Undertaker, we know that he's not really dead, but let's pretend he's dead. It makes sense.
He's not from Death Valley.
Exactly.
What if he really was
Cali.
though?
He is. And The Rock.
That part just blew mine. So I was like, the fuck?
And The Rock don't have a hotel, SmackDown hotel. He doesn't. but in wrestling world, he does.
Yo, no bullshit. He should definitely probably come out with that. Like he should have a resort, like Orlando,
I'm
like
honestly
studios.
surprised he hasn't done that.
Yeah, like I don't know that there's missing money in that.
But
That is an
that's not-
opportunity.
He doesn't own the name.
Yeah, the name.
Yeah. He's
Let's
trademarked,
not
so
break the fall for like Triple H. We know
No, we are.
that he's not the king of games. He's
I mean,
not.
you mean
he's not the king of
the
games
games?
because he doesn't play Yu-Gi-Oh. He doesn't play he doesn't play.
You don't know that, though.
Spades.
You mean the King of Kings?
Yeah, he's not the king of kings. He's not. He's not. But I'm okay with that.
He is
like,
the king of kings.
We've
Fuck
accepted
that.
things how things are, but
Exactly.
once again, man, he looks delicious.
Anyway,
Like this girl really works out really well, son.
She does.
Like I was just like, I looked at, her, I was like, yo, damn. And then, but it was a cheesy segment, but I enjoyed it. And
but
it
I wasn't
worked.
mad about it.
And like that's what they have to do. And then now they're talking about, are you liking the riskier version of like the risque version of WWE? I was like, yo,
No, but like over the bullshit. Over the last 10 years,
the
like,
Alexis
when's the
segment
last time
and
you
now
seen a
this.
titty?
yeah, I mean, yeah. And it's funny because it's Vince's type, blonde, white
Yeah,
girl
white
with
girl
massive
with
tits. I was like, oh, we're not
Nice
surprised
body.
here. Nice body. So you know what?
This will work.
Put Alexa in and we'll make her look like she's throwing her titties. That's gonna work. I feel good about this.
That was a dumbass segment. Did you knock? Bitch, you were about to do it.
No, but
Again,
bitch,
y'all
she
breaking the
knocked.
pro form.
No, but he knocked. Like it was clear as day he knocked. Like what?
But I liked it though, because all right, you have Jay backstage with his brother. Now they're not wrestling,
Exactly.
but they're part of a segment.
Exactly.
You have Naomi. She's not wrestling, but she's part of a segment. You're building up a storyline that's gonna move somewhere else. Like remember the Mark Henry with fucking May was.
Oh, with the man,
What a tranny?
the train.
No. When she was getting he was going on a date.
With China.
No, with Mae Young.
Okay.
And then D'Lo was driving.
No, that was with China.
That was in China? Okay, that was in China. Okay.
It was the match that she lost, and Mark Henry was like, "Well, if you lose, you gotta go on a date with me." So
Yeah, right now,
he
yeah.
didn't. So he didn't know like what to do, and then D'Lo was giving him mad ideas what to do.
But you see what's going on. It's like, yeah, they're not wrestling, but they're still on TV. They're part of the show, and you're doing things. Now, the Attitude Era has shitty wrestling. We all know this. We're all adults. We're all adults here.
We just love we love the Attitude Era.
I like storytelling.
The storytelling was good. It was great. The wrestling era was more wrestling, still storytelling, and then I think WWE's at this point where it's like, where do we go? Like when it's PG era, so we really can't talk about certain shit, but we have to step up the wrestling because the Indies is light years ahead of us.
Like ruthless aggression.
So now they're going, okay, we got to start telling stories to people and to keep people entertained, and it's what they're doing right now because the wrestling, as you saw with that. Fucking Ray versus Andrade.
I thought it was closing the fucking
was big
show.
dick
That's
status
how
right
good
there.
it was. Like I was
was big
sitting
dick
here like,
status.
wait, there's still more SmackDown.
It was
on?
so good. Ray reposted that shit on his fucking Instagram.
That shit went almost a
barely
half hour,
see,
too.
huh?
That shit almost went a half hour.
But that's
too.
why I was like confused. Like, why the fuck is SmackDown still going on? Because I thought it ended the show.
And they can't set up
wasn't.
to them because they went off. And now you have this wrestling, you have this storyline being told, and you also what makes the storylines being told backstage, you give people's bodies a break.
Helps them out.
That's another way of like, hey, okay, yo, we're gonna do this segment real quick, 2-minute segment, we're gonna have you back, do this couple of things, blah, blah, blah. You're not wrestling because we'll remember WrestleMania when everybody was injured. I'll remember that TLC when everybody was
Fucking
injured.
Dallas.
You got something like even with AJ
WrestleMania
Styles,
32.
they on Prime. You still keep it on TV, but they fresh. They backstage in the section.
No, but I think that
That
shit
was
was
fine.
dumb.
That was fine.
How's that done?
I didn't like that.
How's that done? Keep so fresh.
They probably snuck AJ. That shit be
Exactly.
rolling.
I like that. Like it makes sense. It still keep them fresh.
I get the whole like building, keeping the story going, but I just was like, they've done this so many fucking times.
You're storytelling now.
Exactly.
You're storytelling. And the
and
thing
it's something new and different. It's
That's
the
not
same
new
thing.
and different.
it's not new,
But
but
it's different.
It's
Something new.
definitely
but
not.
they're working on something, and they also got to realize
They
that.
encourage people to come on the show early, just in case they didn't have a chance to be on television.
And what the biggest thing now is that losing Roman was a blessing in disguise because he's gonna come back when God willing he does healthy. But they realized something that hey, we can't only have one top guy Because when he's gone,
Never been like
it fucks up the whole ball game for
Never
everybody.
should have been like that.
But the reason why they did that was because of Cena. Cena was always around. Cena barely got injured.
The only person to him was when they turned Orton face. That was it.
Yeah, no, Cena only
Or
time I
Batista
think
when they
got
first started
injured was
together.
when Cena won the Rumble.
Yeah.
Right when he came back. But he
Torres,
came
right.
back at like record time. Like it was like 5 months or something.
Wasn't
Yeah,
even
and-
it was
and-
3
it was
months.
ridiculous time.
And that's what it is. So the company, I don't know if they are, but they're realizing like, yo, we lost Roman. Because when he dropped the title, you know how many changes they had to do? Storyline wise?
For instance, look at the whole Braun thing. That's the only person that keep feeding the Brock. That shouldn't be that way.
Yeah, and exactly. So now they realizing like, yo, let's get people working.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna have guys like a Revival who's gonna be like, yo, I'm getting the fuck up out of here because I have AEW. And I know what you say about AEW. AEW is not a challenge to WWE.
It's not.
No.
But it's in that rearview mirror where it's like, yo,
They got the money. That's what makes it even scarier.
you're like 6, 8, 10 blocks down, nowhere near where I am, but you're in my rearview mirror, and people are looking at you because they're like, yo, I am not getting burned here. I'm gonna go somewhere else where I can get taken care of.
And the
But
fact
see, the
that,
thing
and
is,
the fact
but
that they
the-
have Jericho.
But then devil's advocate, like what if they go somewhere and still doesn't do nothing for them?
But a lot of people willing to take that chance.
exactly.
Because what about Evie?
And a lot of schedule too. Come on.
And what about Evie from Lucha Underground?
Or that they won't release her.
They won't,
They-
she wants to. It's everybody's seeing what's going on in the indies right now. There's a lot of explosion that's going on. So WWE is thinking because as much as people say, oh, they don't care. No,
They care.
Vince is watching.
Vince has always
Trips
been
is
watching. though.
William Regal is out here in fucking
yeah.
Elks Lounge looking at wrestlers.
Like he was telling us, Pete Dunne was telling a story that how wherever you picked him up, there was only 40 people at the place he was wrestling at. And he went there to watch him. Like, they're going to these places.
Yeah, and they know what's going on, and that's why they're trying to do some NWO, like legit New World Order type of shit of like put this shit everywhere. So what they're doing right now is they're working, and they had to because niggas said the product sucked for a very long time.
The ratings
Ratings been
getting
showing that.
better.
Yeah,
They're getting
it's
better.
going back
Nah,
up.
And hold on, they had no competition. Let's just keep it a buck. There was no football.
That's still bad though. Like you go from having 3s and 4s to like low 2s. Like
No, yes.
good.
But the ratings did go up last week. I think they went up by 1.5. So that's what they said. But there was
There's no competition. You're right.
no competition.
But regardless of what it is, though, people still watching.
People still watch it, and the momentum has to continue.
Of course.
Past WrestleMania season. Because remember, there's that dead zone.
It's the
It is.
the
Always after
summertime.
Mania. After Mania season,
That's summertime. That's because they don't really.
June, July, May, that 3 months. And then SummerSlam comes around in August.
And they picked up everything.
And then that shit drops again.
Yeah. So
Because after that is we're dead.
All right. So what's next?
All right, so the boys wanted to do a controversial topic this week about, and it's based on what actually was kind of funny that they caught a clip of like my reaction to their conversation about Sunny Kiss, but it actually is a real life topic that.
Yeah, some out of pocket like loose change. Yo.
I'm confident. I ain't gay.
No,
I can acknowledge a man look beautiful.
I didn't even know the fuck that was. I looked it up. I was like, yo, y'all.
but see, but that's the good part is that you looked it up though.
Exactly.
But it brought up actually like a very underlying topic. I think once we kind of looked at it in a different view was, unbeknownst, like the LGBTQ community is definitely an awareness, like, but outside of wrestling. But it actually is a real life thing in wrestling. Like you have like Darren Young coming out, you have Sonya Deville, you have a whole bunch of other, whether it's independent or on the main, WWE or on, a platform of wrestling that, are part of the LGBTQ community. So my question to you gentlemen is not only about the LGBTQ community, but how does that also affect, like, we always, promote Black excellence and things like that. And, and a lot of, indie wrestlers that we know that are of African-American descent, we've always asked them, one of their main things that we've always asked them is, like, what struggles have you gone through because, not only the type of gender that you are, but the color of your skin. So now with this other topic, it's not only the, the gender, it's not only the color, but also your sexuality. So I'm just gonna leave it as an open forum. You guys can, talk about it. Like, what are your thoughts on it? Does it affect the business? Is there, is there a niche market? Because in my mind, I'm always thinking business and LGBT community. They spend money, spend money.
Kenny Omega is supposedly bisexual. He's the best wrestler in the world.
They spend money, so is this a niche?
Yes.
Is this a but he's done some such shit. But is this a niche market that
I did think that.
is on the up and coming rise? And then just what are your thoughts on African Americans and the LGBT community that are wrestlers?
I mean, I say this way, it's just like we still live in a world that's still like playing catch up to how the world really is. There's a lot of people that refuse to say like a man being gay. They always feel like, oh, he's gay, so he's not like a real man. So they always say that, oh, you need better representation of the black community, a strong black man. They like basically like make the black man look like he's a sissy, X, Y, Z, blah, blah, blah. But I see it this way, it's just like it's a true representative of what's going on in the black community. Not everybody could be hood. Not everybody could be a nerd. Not everybody could be straight. Some people want to be gay, and that's their lifestyle. You just gotta deal with it. Because when it hits close to home, what if your brother was gay? What if your mother was gay? You just to say, oh, you want to, X them out? Now these wrestlers, Sonny Kiss, I give that man the up to respect because he living his best life. He's living his dream as a wrestler. Probably back in the day, though, he probably couldn't do that now. We live in a world like it's acceptable. So everybody make fun, oh, Sonny Kiss is mad sweet, this, that, third, but yet you're not living your best life, and you living, and after that, you're doing a dead-end job. But you get on Sonny Kiss for just being 100% himself. So if you want to be a little fruity, this, that, and third, so what? And he's damn good in the ring. He's in Lucha Underground. He get a lot of like people just looking at him. People love him. He has a great personality, everything. This man living his best life. Maybe now you may have a friend that may be comfortable coming out. You may be seeing a clip like, you know what? This man living his best life, living himself. I might be comfortable to come out to the world and say that I'm gay, but that doesn't define me. That is what I like, but that's not me as the whole person. He's Sonny Kiss, who hope happily is gay. People need to see past that and seeing his skills in the ring, and more people just live the best life because now we are entertainment. So why not be the best version you can to be the most entertaining? So to anybody who feels like he's like a hindrance to the black community, no, you're the hindrance because you're not thinking open-minded, you're thinking very closed-minded. People like you is keeping the black community back. Because if you see other communities, like the white community, et cetera, they live in prosperous life. They're working together as unity. I'm sick and tired of always saying that Black Lives Matter, or what about the LGBT community? Nigga, you're still black. Let's just work together and say that this is a black issue, not a black gay issue and a straight gay issue. A straight issue, a straight black issue. No, we're in this together. Because when the cops see you, they're going to treat you as a black person and be racist toward you. They won't be like, oh, he's gay. No, you're black and that's it. We're in this together. Let's think more open-mindedly because we need each other. One hand wash the other, they both wash their face. Each one teach one. Come on, let's build. We got this. We in this together. Let's do this.
So the reason why we're talking about this is because there was a comment made under the video that we posted about Sonny Kiss being beautiful. And the person said some pretty ignorant shit. I think people get this misconception about being gay, like you choose to be gay. Like you woke up one morning and was like, hey,
I'm gay.
I'm gonna suck some dick today. No, that's not how it works. That's who you are. That's part of who you are. And it's just reality. Now, the person who said these comments just said a form of toxic masculinity. It's a big word that's being used around nowadays, but at the same time, it is what he was doing. Because you can't shut somebody out because he doesn't act the way that you prefer somebody should act. There's no blueprint of how a man is supposed to be.
I agree.
And it bothered me a little bit. I ignored it, but you wanted to talk about it because homeboy Sonny is a beast. Sonny's one of the most talented people in the indie scene right now. Mm-hmm. Like he's got looks from WWE numerous times. So to make this short, ignorance is ignorance.
That's facts.
And the rest of the community is changing because there's no room for that ignorance among fans, among promoters, among wrestlers.
Also, the fact that the world is much more sensitive now, so
it's not even much more sensitive. It's just more accepting of who people are.
And it's more of an awareness. Like, I mean, the comment, basically was kind of geared towards like this idealism of what masculinity looks like. But what's so funny is that this one interviewed Anthony Bowens, and he's definitely gay. And this guy is a stalking nigga. Like he out here looking like a whole piece.
Look like a Power Ranger out his first gimmick.
A whole ass Power Ranger, but he definitely
is a beast.
Is a part of the LGBTQ community. So I mean, as I was telling him, and we went back and forth talking about if it's something we should discuss. And I mean, it's definitely more of an awareness that, I think touches, everyone in a different way. But it's just important that, we don't try to be ignorant to what's going on in the world. Besides, the whole government shutdown, besides, immigration, besides all this, besides all that and the third. But in the rest of the community, we're already looked at in a certain light because we love wrestling. Like, people continuously, from even when we started the podcast, was like, wow, 3 black people actually like wrestling and actually are talking about it. Like, so like for us, it's, always something that for us, we always wanted to promote that it's okay to like what you like, whether it's wrestling, whether it's you like Ratchet TV, whether you like sports, whatever it is that you like, we encourage it because
you're not hurting anybody.
Exactly.
And it's a part of who you are. And I think it's definitely a life lesson when you especially because I don't know like where the individual lives or like I don't know his background. So like also you are a product of your own environment too. So like if you're not growing up in like a city where this is something that has always been talked about, you're only gonna know what you know. So I mean it's definitely
it's ignorance, it's not having the proper education and listen, you don't have to
agree.
I have to agree with somebody's lifestyle.
You don't have to agree.
But let them rock.
But you don't have to insult their lifestyle, especially if they're not hurting anybody and not hurting themselves.
I'm giving you an example.
You gotta respect the hustle.
Like, shout out to Martin. Like he was my supervisor in Checkers, right? Everyone left the store. He's a supervisor. He don't have to do no work. And then he's gay, straight up. Extra feminine. He had a huge crush on me. And then he sat down there, and after that, he was just like, "There's a lot of work that needs to be done. Do you want me to help you?" I was like, I really would appreciate that. That's when I was mad homophobic this character. He said, "Yeah, man, so this how he talked to me." He's like, "Yo, I know you don't talk to nobody, but what's up?" He talks to me every day to help him out with his boyfriend issues. To me, and he's helping my boy. And one time his boyfriend broke up with him. I was like, you know what, man? He always looked out for me. Always. Like, I was like, it's Valentine's Day. Here you go, Martin. I bought him a teddy bear. And I was like, yo, you gay. I'm looking like, no, I'm doing this from a friend to a friend because you was there for me when I needed somebody. This is my appreciation, my token. I was like, you know what? Just because your lifestyle is this way, it doesn't mean I can look at you any differently. And one of my closest friends to this day, Naya, shout out to her. She's a rapper. She's dope. Alex Mackey. Yo, when I needed help, she's always there for me. She went to the hospital, one of the first people there. She looked at me and was like, yo, my man is right there, though. So she almost cried, so I can't see him like this. Anything. Like, I love the girl. And I just feel like, yo, like people to be people. Like, just be yourself.
It's love is love, B.
It's love, B. Like, for example, yo, like example, like, listen, I could care less what you do. Personally, all right, cool, Naya, told me how to, eat the box better and stuff like that. Give me tips.
Wait a minute. Okay.
You want to know how to suck dick better? Ask a gay dude.
I'm okay.
I mean, he would tell you.
Yeah,
he probably would, but I'm just not going to ask.
You probably all right, though, but you got
my nigga, like.
yo, can we end the show?
like my nigga don't watch the show. Great. Thanks. Thanks a lot. No, it's fine. Oh, you did? Okay.
No,
it's fine, though.
No,
it's fine. We can end the show. It's cool. Well, we are coming to an end. probably the longest roller coaster ride that JJ Hacksaw over here, Duggan, has experienced. But you have survived the Job of Tears podcast. So how do you feel? You're a regular nigga.
Give us again sometime, guys. Great
You're
stuff.
always welcome back. Yes. Do you want to drop your Instagram so people can maybe follow you? I don't know what you want to do.
Nah, I said to me. Hacksaw _J_ Duggan. Yeah, follow me.
All right. Anyway, thanks again to our friend of the Job of Tears podcast for joining us, G-Quan. And once again, every month we will be, just bringing, some new fresh faces, giving them some TV time, and letting them talk some good old wrestling. As always, you guys can follow us on the Instagram, Twitter, Facebook at the Job of Tears podcast. Tell a friend to subscribe. What number are we at now? I don't even know. It's a lot. So we want a lot more. As always, you guys can catch us Royal Rumble weekend here in New York. If you're not in Phoenix like this guy here, you can catch us at Legends Saturday and Sunday night. Anything else I am forgetting? Let's see. No. I can't say keep it tight. I feel like that's a copyright infringement. I'm not trying to get off the YouTube world. If you haven't already, buy a Job of Tears podcast shirt at the Job of Tears podcast on ProWrestlingTees.com.
PWT, baby. Prime time. PWT.
Anyway.
You bought a shirt yet?
Nah.
Why you not support?
Because y'all black. Nah, I'm kidding.
You want to talk about shirts? Let me tell you before we go off the air. That this one over here is like, yo, Jay, I got you a Christmas gift. I was super excited because I wasn't even thinking he would give me a Christmas gift. We're really good friends, and we built a friendship since WrestleMania, flying on the same flight home. Even though he didn't want to act like he knew me, but it's cool though. So yeah, he sent me out. He said, yo, I got a Christmas gift for you. I was surprised as fuck. I was like, oh my God, what? He get it today? It's his fucking Sami Zayn shirt. Everyone knows I can't fucking stand Sami Zayn. And this nigga, so I feel like as a welcome gift to the Job of Tears podcast, he brought me this bum ass shirt. But I thank him for thinking of me at least. As always, from Mr. Black, Sir Wilkins, and myself, we thank you guys for always tuning in. #BlackExcellence, #we're out.
It's the Job of Tears podcast.